Good evening, all you superstars and all you Martians from Mars, and welcome to the Chromatic Chimera, where the story is made up and the XP doesn't matter. Welcome to Perilous Sun, the Haunted Warren, Episode 2, the Mining Hazards. I am he, known as Puddins, and tonight I will be your GM and storyteller. So that basically means I'm going to be narrating what's happening, as well as playing as all the NPCs, including the bad guys. Joining me tonight is this stellar cast, including Chris as Baz Torog, the Ogre Rogue, Abigail as Dot, the Reploid Druid, Vey as Tay Long, the human Azamar Warlock, Noir Enigma as Charm, the Halfling Wizard, and Leland as Razgo Vic, the Rat Folk Skurzak Artificer. The Mouseling, I put a little note here in case someone's like, what's a Skurzak? They're basically rat folk. So, BUT3R video log now playing. Previously on Perilous Sun, we began in the craftland of Undergoth, better known as the Den. We got a peek at our group's daily lives before they got a call from a chem dog named Elvis. He claimed to know of all of the characters' affiliations, with one known as the Burning Mother and the Solar Phoenix Syndicate, and he wanted to send up some sort of deal. The party traveled to the Peachtree Housing Project in Arcology's Sector 7, where they met with Elvis and also discovered the Reploid Dot. The Knights of Goth showed up to bust this drug deal, as it is referred to colloquially. During the ensuing firefights, the party was able to work together to shoot their way out of Peachtree, where Burning Mother was able to pick them up on her land speeder. With quick wits and good eyes, the group was able to escape the pursuing knights and return to the safe house at Bandito Barney's. Burning Mother urgently told the group they'd have to go on something that is called the Lamb. I thought lambs were just baby sheeps. So the group assumed the identity of mercenaries, and away they were sent to the small mining community of Warren 22, far away from the megacities of Goth. The crew was quickly introduced to their new dwelling and their home, where they found they have a robo-butler, me, BUT3R, and this brought me much joy, if I could feel joy. The crew was quickly introduced to their new dwelling and their new home. After getting acquainted with the locals, they made their way to the tavern, where they met Guthberg and Shanyan, who asked if they could go to Asteroid Mine IZ8 to check on their son, who they have not heard from. The party has since gone to take a nap, and I am quickly recording this. I think maybe I should go wake them up for toast. And that's our recap of the previous episode. So that's where we're gonna kind of just begin where the party left off, with Baz kind of being shaken awake by this nightmare of that tendril dragon you saw in like that weird voidy shape covering the mine. So go ahead, take it away.
Is it the middle of the night?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do what Baz always does to calm himself down, have a nice cigarette, and clean his gun. And I'm gonna go outside and kind of just stare towards the area where the mine is at.
Okay, the mine is like far off in the distance, but you can kind of like see little void emanations pulsing from the mine in the distance.
Yeah, I'll just start muttering things under my breath, but other than that, I don't have a lot tonight.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
God.
Pardon me, master, I hate to intrude, but you are not sleeping as organic organisms tend to.
I'm not your master, butler bot. Butterbot. I don't know what you are.
My call sign is BUT3R, but I can go by whatever it is you would like to call me.
All right, well, what do you know about these mines, Butterbot?
Asteroid Mine IZ8 is one of the many asteroid mines that are used by Warren 22 for economic gain. IZ8 is especially interesting because they are mining a thing. I don't have an exact definition. Locals call them space hulks or derelicts. They have been mining that for precious materials that fetch quite the price on a market that isn't here.
All right. Do you know anything else about otherworldly things seeping over into the mines? Anything like that?
Heavens, no. I have not heard of such reports. You would have to investigate yourself to determine if things are going wrong.
Good advice.
Though there are many workplace hazards that happen at mines that can cause someone to become decommissioned.
Thank you, Butterbot. I'll sit down and continue cleaning my gun.
Would you like some toast?
No, God. It's 2 a.m.
I will leave you alone now. Engaging buzz off protocol.
All right. Now I feel bad. All right. Whatever.
All right. So if anyone else wants to wake up in the middle of the night, because I don't know, you're a criminal, you're a light sleeper, you can.
I imagine Razgo's being where he was like kind of raised in a tough environment in Lower Goth. That's what it's called, correct?
Undergoth?
Undergoth, yes, sorry. One of
No
those.
worries.
Is he's had was homeless for a while in Undergoth, so he's probably most definitely a light sleeper. So, but he also probably goes back to sleep pretty quickly too. Once he realizes it's nothing major.
Yeah, it's probably just the clumps of BUT3R's feet patrolling through the cottage. This, small cottage with like enough rooms for everyone to have their own and like just a central kitchen living area.
Yeah, I'll take out like a piece of like a banana chip that I've freeze dried banana chip I've made, and take a bite and then give my little mouse friend what's left and then go back to sleep.
Perfect.
Tay hasn't left the bar.
Oh, so Tay's still at the bar drinking.
Yeah,
All right.
he's still at the bar at 2 a.m. in the morning.
There's really not a whole lot of people at this point. Most of them are clearing out.
You're shutting them down, man.
No, I'm not. I was not done yet.
No. Tay is shutting down the bar.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, yes. Really, the only people that are left are the Grendel. I was gonna say Gremlin on accident. The Grendel Winthrop and that elven priestess you met earlier. They're like kind of the only two, and they're kind of just talking amongst themselves.
He's not paying them any particular mind. It's just drink after drink after drink.
They get it. So like they're really trying not to pay you any mind either. They're trying to be like polite with like not kicking you out because like they get it. Warren 22 is the last place you want to move. Like even you swear you can hear them kind of saying that, like kind of can understand his plight. Like this is the last place you'd want to end up moving.
He'd leave whenever it was time to close. Reluctantly, but he'd leave.
Yeah, you probably at around like after 15 past 2. Like that's when Winthrop will be like, "Hey, look, sorry, pal, I hate to kick you out, but I need to go sleep."
That's fair. Not much besides that.
I mean, here's one for the road though, and he gives you like a styrofoam cup full of like just whatever's left over behind the bar.
On the way back, if Tay's coming back, I will offer them a cigarette as they pass.
Tay will very much, very gladly take a cigarette and keep walking. And he probably lights it as he goes inside because does he care that he's smoking indoors? No, not really.
And as you're like smoking inside, BUT3R approaches. "Excuse me, I would hate to ask you of this, but would you please extinguish your tobacco stick?"
Are you fucking serious?
"Would you like to rewrite my protocol on the no smoking policy?"
I'll take the cigarette and he'll like put it out on Butter's head. Kind of.
I am happy. I am happy to be of service. Clamp, clamp.
So you might.
And like, there's like just like a little black spot, and then when you walk away, it just goes weir, and it did more damage scratching the ashes off of his forehead than putting the cigarette out on his head would have done.
Poor Butter.
If there's nothing else that happens throughout the night, everyone else can get their rest, and the next morning comes. So the day is yours. I remember there was plans to head to the asteroid mine IZ8 whenever you're ready. If there's anything preparation-wise or like people you want to still talk to before heading out, that's totally and completely valid and fair, and we'll do that.
So Charm's morning ritual is wherever the garbage is taken out from where they're staying, that's where he slept. He's used to sleeping by garbage. He gets and he just walks in circles and he has conversations with himself. And that's how he renews his spells. It's just him just walking in circles, going, "Oh no, but I don't know about the fire. The fire probably will cause more trouble. See, I told you the fire caused more trouble. You always say the fire will cause more trouble. Well, I don't agree with you. Well, you never agree with me, and I'm always right. That's why you're always wrong." Like, just conversations like that.
If BUT3R could show emotions, it would probably be a little bit of concern.
I'm just like sitting there watching this happen. He's just walking in circles, and I'm just kind of slowly hitting my cigarette and looking at him.
And BUT3R standing there like loyally with an ashtray between his clamps.
Razgo is going to sorry, I'm bad with names. Chris, what's your character's name?
Baz.
Baz, sorry. Okay.
No, you're good.
Raz is going to approach Baz and just tug on his pant leg. I'm not in my suit or anything. I'm just
Yeah. What's up? Good morning.
Hey, you think I can bum a smoke off of you?
Sure. I give him a whole one.
Oh, thanks, yeah.
all right.
Can you light this for me?
Sure.
Can I do a flame bolt, like just to
Yes.
try and light it?
I'm
No,
like
sure.
I'm like
Whoa!
struggling with the lighter. Just
See, I told you.
Well,
the
that
fire
was
would be
amazing.
I told you the fire would be useful.
Like half of your
Oh.
cigarettes already like ashed from the firebolt.
It's okay because I'm like so small anyway. That's about all the cigarette I need. It works out. Yeah, I just start puffing away and just lean up against the wall next to Baz. Just trying to look cool, like Baz.
Razgo, what do you make of that guy? And I'll point to Charm.
I don't understand.
Oh.
Nobody seems to understand. You just think that you can.
I don't like to judge people, but I do think Charm is a really nice person. I'll judge Charm for his merits, not for his peculiarities.
We are not blowing up the world for tacos.
Oh, I love tacos. I haven't had one in 2 years, and it was made out of other tacos that people that are half eaten. I just gonna put it together.
Off in the distance, you hear engaging taco protocol.
Yes.
Breakfast tacos.
I'll just look down to Charm circling, and I'll look down to the little mouse man next to me talking about tacos, and I'll just like,
Not bad yet. Now it is. And that's all he's doing.
That's perfect. I'm just like my way of preparing spells for the morning probably just involve like tinkering with all of my gear and stuff, and then that's pretty much my whole process.
You're probably in the garage using the they've got tools around here. Like this might be a backwater like frontier settlement, but they got tools at least. Like, and these are tools you're good with. The manual stuff. None of this powered bullshit. Like
Excellent.
And as you're working on your power armor, you do notice that the O2 intake on it, the O2 converter, is empty, which fills you with a little sadness because you haven't found a good O2 rebreather to attach to your power armor yet.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's gonna be awesome. I wanna make it. I want to make it to where I can fly around in space if I need be, or in water.
Don't worry. The reason I bring it up now is because you're going to get that opportunity. Full transparency.
Excellent. Well, I will be on the lookout for something like that. The second I get a chance to go to like a junkyard or something, I'll look around.
Sure thing. Tay, Dot, are you doing anything in particular this morning to prepare for your daring adventures?
I
Tay
have
hasn't woken up.
prepared a ton of tacos.
All right. Dot shows up and there's just tacos everywhere.
Yes.
Go.
And no, I didn't know what kind you wanted. So we have breakfast and we have regular and we have fish tacos.
Oh boy, fish tacos. Clamp, clamp.
Sounds like just like a munchy run to Taco Bell for me, like back in the day. Just like a huge pile of things that I don't inevitably can't eat all of, but I eat an unimaginably large amount of them though, which is sad.
Mice do need lots of energy. Tay, what were you gonna do?
Tay is asleep.
Huh. So y'all notice Tay hasn't joined you for taco breakfast.
Y'all want to draw straws to see who has to wake him up?
I can.
Great.
I'm not very good artist or anything, but I imagine drawing a straw would be pretty easy.
Oh, hell. I'm just going to walk off into the woods.
So Baz just out the front door, circles round back, and just heads into the forest.
Well, we lost that one.
Yeah, Dot will go wake up Tay.
Of course, she has no qualms.
No, not at all.
She's a robot.
So how does it work? Are you like
Not
gentle,
a robot.
like please wake up, or are you like
Engaging wake up protocol.
Oh no.
Lord.
BUT3R comes running in. Who set off the bomb alarm?
It takes a few seconds of the loud droning noise, but eventually a hand sort of pokes out from underneath the from the blankets, and he didn't get changed for bed. He very much went to sleep from the bar with what he was wearing last night, and so he kind of just sits up and just stares, angrily stares.
Good morning.
Fuck you.
Okay.
And he gets out of bed.
As you're getting as you're putting your socks on, a little tiny brown mouse about the size of your big toe scurries across your feet quickly and then disappears out of sight.
That doesn't surprise me. That this place would have fucking rats. And then he keeps on walking.
I did a rat scan this morning. Are my sensors not properly functioning?
Kiki, come here. Where are you? Kiki.
And you see the little mouse that was in your shoes goes darting over towards Razgo.
You know, there's a bit of irony there. That a rat is owning a rat.
He's a deer mouse.
A rat.
I'll explain the difference later.
I don't particularly care. It's 4 legs, it squeaks. It was in my shoe. It's a rat.
Oh, okay. I see you're set in your ways.
Fairly. And he takes he 100% took a bottle from behind the counter last night, and he's going to town at like 7 in the morning.
Little hair of the dog.
Oh yeah.
So while you're curing your hangover with more alcohol, I'd say now is probably like the time you'd probably start thinking about transportation, because quite frankly, you don't have any at the moment. And hoofing it to the mines would take a while.
All right, what are we gonna do? We going to the mines today. We gotta find a way there. Who's the guy we talked to yesterday? What was his name?
Alex, what was his name?
Alex, what's his name?
It's been a minute.
Goothbert and Shanyan or Tycho? Tycho's the
Tycho.
mayor. Goothbert's the father of the missing kid.
Tycho.
All right.
You think Tycho will help us out? I mean, we're doing a good service for his village in my eyes.
I mean, do you think they have transportation out of this hodunk of a place?
I have no idea. I'm not from here.
Neither am I. Comparably.
It's worth an ask.
God, I really hope we don't have to walk.
Charm, do you see us walking?
No.
All right, great. Good input. Let's go ask Tycho.
So you kind of work your way through town, and you kind of have to ask around a little bit, like, "Hey, where's Tycho at? Oh, he's over at his cabin." And you kind of follow this path that almost leads into the forest. And outside, you see in his wheelchair, he's just chopping wood. He's just hacking away at some logs and stuff. He's like splitting them one swing too. So Tycho's kind of a badass from just looking at him chopping wood. And he like kind of doesn't notice you at first, and then he does kind of. It's like one of those sudden, big swing, like, oh, hello there. Wood gets cut in half. He kind of just lets go of the axe and kind of wheels up towards you.
We need transportation.
Oh, you need transportation. That's right. And he kind of runs his hand through his dreadlocks, and he's like, do you like riding animals, or you more traditional transportation types?
Traditional. If I ride an animal, I will fall.
I'm really into suits.
All right. And he kind of digs around, and his pocket pulls out like this really old wallet that the leather's been tanned probably 3 times over. That's how old this wallet is. And he kind of rifles through it, pulls out a coupon. Take that to Tony. He'll set you up.
Reach up and I jump, take the coupon.
It's like, come to Big Tony's garage, free ride from Tony's chop shop, Big Tony's chop shop.
Thanks, Tycho. We're headed to the mines. We're gonna check out that missing kid while we're here. So.
Oh, so I see Goothbert and Shanyan had no problem finding y'all.
We're not the most low-key group in town.
It's easily locatable. It's in my programming.
Great.
I see. Well, best of luck. Things have been a little weird there, so I hope things end up okay.
I'm very well aware we're going to have a difficult time.
Fuck.
Oh, well, that's reassuring, Charm. Maybe you could have kept that one to yourself, bud.
We won't die.
Oh, well, I like to hear that then.
I mean, I won't. But I'm pretty sure the rest of you won't either. 30%.
I'll take those odds. There's like a buck in your hand. There's like a paper credit in your hand, an ancient form of currency.
I'll take that bet.
I'm gonna begin having a conversation with Kiki and Squick Squick.
So Tycho and Charm.
You could tell it's about Charm.
Tycho and Charm are talking like odds and gambling and stuff. Tycho's actually very enamored by Charm's kind of it's not prestidigitation. What's the word? Clairvoyance. There we go.
Yeah, divination.
Tycho's very fascinated by Charm's clairvoyance.
Really, like with the betting talk, he goes, Charm is just saying, it's only half arcane. The rest is just reasonable understandings of the situations. There's quite a few things in this party's makeup that could lead us to death.
Well, I'll tell you, IZ8 might be kind of interesting to you. They got some Adelian shit down there. Maybe that's causing your weird mind magic.
I'm sorry, I dozed off for a second. I was seeing something different. Anyway, thank you, Big Tony.
Yeah, Big Tony will hook you up. Y'all be careful now out there.
We will. I will. He gives the ticket. He holds the ticket up to the group, like mainly the bigger guys.
I take it.
Like even after you take it, he's still doing this at you.
I take it. I kind of pick up charm when I take it.
It's legit, and it's kind of like it's a little like techie coupon, and it's even got like a little animated gif of this Big Tony, and Big Tony looks like a large Atlan, kind of like crocodilian like almost. Got like has the piece of wheat hanging out the teeth, and backwards hat, just wears overalls, greasy overalls. Definitely a chop shop guy.
All right, to Big Tony's, I guess.
Do you put Charm down gently, or you just kind of like?
I just kind of carry him with me for a few feet, then set him down.
As you carry him, he just goes, "I am aloft."
What's that, Bay? Oh, okay. So when you're walking to Big Tony's, the thing that stands out to you is not only like a lot of green everywhere, which is pretty new to y'all, but everyone's like saying, "Oh, hello, top of the morning to you. How's it going?" People are like smiling and saying hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
It's kind of like, when you go from New York to the Midwest and everyone's like, "Oh, hi." And in New York, it's like, ugh. Like that's kind of what this transition's like for your characters, where it's like you went from Undergoth, where you don't look at someone in case they might kill you over it. These people are like looking at you and going, "Oh, hi."
I will pop open the front panel then, and then that way I can kind of greet people as myself. So basically, the head goes back and and it's just sort of sitting on the back, and then the front panel slides open, so it's just me like operating the controls, like waving at people.
People are pretty impressed, especially like the kids. Kids are loving eating this shit up. Like the kids are like, "Oh, Mom, Dad, look at the mouse. He's got Gundam armor."
I'll say some of them are playing kickball, and my character goes to kick the kickball and accidentally kicks it like super far, like down the street.
Over the horizon.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay.
Just to some random guy, just go, "Don't worry, your heart will mend. There are plenty of fish in the sea. I'm sorry you had to find out this way."
Oh no, that's so sad for this guy. I need to know more.
And he's just devastated after you say that to him, and he just runs off crying.
Oh no.
So you eventually reach Big Tony's. It's this greasy looking chop shop. Like you thought Razgo's place looked like a dump. This place looks like a dump. And the garage door opens up, and there's this large crocodilian looking person, like greenish brown scales, just wearing nothing but overalls. It's kind of like, the guts kind of hanging out the sides of the overalls. He's chewing on like a piece of wheat, and he's got like the welding goggles on. Oi, what can I do, yes?
Here for transport, Tony.
Oi, name's Big Tony, that's right, and you must be the new mercenaries I heard about.
We're the mercs in the area, yes.
Oi, I've been saving up something right special for y'all. Follow Big Tony, come on. And Big Tony, as he's pretty large, he's like a little bit bigger than Baz. He's a big guy, like height-wise too. He's taller than Baz. And the garage is decently spacious, and in the center of this garage you see this rust bucket of a land speeder, and it's got like a little face painted on the front of it, like old World War II fighter planes. It kind of hits the side of it, and you hear like a loud clang as it like he just broke something's not functioning in it. "Oh, I call this Green Demon. Told myself I've been working on it for some right special. Use right special, mate."
You mind? You mind if I look over it, sir? Like, just give it a good look see under the hood.
"Oh, you don't trust Big Tony's work? I do the finest chop shop work out here."
Oh, no, I trust you, Tony. We just really need to make sure we get something good, and we gotta shop around a little bit, you know?
Oi, look, little mate, look. Usually I eat pipsqueaks like you for breakfast. It's right. Well, I'm gonna let you off the hook for today, and I'm gonna just tell you this. You don't look at a gift land speeder under the hood. That's what they say. I don't make the rules, okay?
Okay. I just didn't know if you had the metric 840 in there or not, that's kind of my
mate,
favorite.
I got the metric 890 in there. I'm freaking interstellar, mate.
Okay.
Can I insight check?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and insight check him.
In the meantime, I'll just kind of shove the little ticket into his hand.
Oi, this is what I was looking for. All right, mate, here. And he
Never mind.
he drops
15.
the keys into your 16.
15.
15. Tay, you've dealt with Atsland before, and there are many various reptilian forms, from draconic to full-blown crocodilian in this case. And you know they don't know how to work with those parts. They use Atsland technology. A lot of it's like electromagnetic and combustion-based. He's definitely kind of bullshitting your friend a little bit here.
Yeah. Tay's gonna reach his hand out and place it on Big Tony's shoulder. Listen here, mate. I know you're full of shit. What you're only going to do is give us this ride for free. You're going to pay us to give it a little test drive.
Rasco just rolls his eyes and just rears his head back, saying,
Here we go again.
Oi, mate, look. Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I was kind of bullshitting because your friend here, he looks like he knows what he's doing. I see the power armor. I'm a bit jealous of his skills there. But your mate here, he's never dealt with Atsland technology. So if he peeked under the hood, he's not going to understand an RZ-58 Dragon combustion engine. Now, you on the other hand, and he kind of like brings you over, pops the hood open, and you see like underneath the hood's this like draconic statue, and there's just fire coming out of the sides, and like that's where the tubes come up and come out the top like a muscle car. And it's just this is a righteous looking engine. Boy, mate, I didn't want the background, the microwaves that this thing gives off to melt your friend's face off. I'm trying to be considerate.
Very well then. Baz, coupon for the man.
Oi, right here.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you're gonna need to refill the liquid uranium engine probably after like a week. Just don't leave the keys in.
You should probably do it every 4 days if you really want to take good care of it, but
Oi, mate.
whatever.
I didn't know you understood dragon combustion engines.
I understand a lot more than you think, sir.
Oi, get over here. And he's just like getting the whole party because Tay was just like called him on his bullshit. And now you're standing up underneath the radioactive waves of this engine. Just
I definitely shut the helmet at that point and the front panel. I want to get like, not only do I want to be able to breathe in this thing, I want to get like some radiation shielding attached to it too. That'd be sweet.
All right, who's driving? Thanks, Tony.
Ooh,
yeah, who is driving indeed?
that's a good one. Good question there. I just took a bunch of tools. I did not take any vehicles.
I think
I
I
think
had.
you-
Technically am a land vehicle.
Oh my god.
What?
Wait, Dot, are you gonna just like interface with the vehicle?
I wasn't planning on it, but
So
Please
like
tell me you have a Vin Diesel protocol.
Vin Diesel, Fast and Furious.
Yes.
So Dot sticks a finger up and it becomes the key.
it goes blink, blink.
And you, welcome to Big Tony's Reploid interface for vehicles. All right, here's how you're gonna drive it. Downloading file now. And your firewall beeps for a second because it thinks it picked up a virus, but it's really just, oops, Tony, you left a file in there you weren't supposed to. It's the Sports Illustrated Tiamat edition, okay?
Is this what humans call embarrassment?
Look, I didn't mean to leave that one in there. Anyway, here's how you drive the car, and the downloading protocol completed.
Okay, I can drive.
Fantastic.
So you take your wonderfully putrid green rust bucket, and you kind of take it around town for a little bit, make sure it works. When you do come back to the garage to tell Big Tony it works, Big Tony slams 25 credits into Tay's hand. Mate, just as we agreed, all right?
Don't worry, mate. I've got you covered.
Oh, if you have any problems, I got AAA. So like, just give me a call, all right? All right, y'all have fun now. I'm gonna get back to work. And Big Tony just kind of saunters back into his garage. Ground kind of shakes a little bit under the weight of his tree trunk-like legs. So you take your land speeder and you begin speeding across the landscape. You travel across the rocky hills and terrains of the Warren and the wilderness that surround it. Quickly, the small wooden, stone, and metal settlements of Warren 22 grow less and less dense until you pass by the last agricultural project. Asteroids and distant craftlands hang in the sky. Synax's core, an ever-present reminder of who rules over Krushak, gleams like a sun as the light of the distant binary star system reflects off of its metallic exterior. Perhaps for the first time in your lives, you see a lake of fresh water, unstained by the taint of pollution. Animals play and frolic near the water, it shimmering a soothing blue hue. For the first time since you arrived in Warren 22, you're able to finally take in the majesty of the rural setting. The air is fresh, the land green, and nature flourishes around you. So if we don't have anything else, nothing really happens on the road. You're in a land speeder, so you really can't be ambushed unless there's bandits out here, but it's the middle of nowhere. So after traveling across the wilderness, the grass turns to rocky gray terrain and the stars and vast darkness of space become visible as the atmosphere begins to thin, and you enter the edge of this craft. You see the tents and equipment of the mining camp, as well as large craters dug out of the rock. Asteroids hang closely over the edge in the horizon, many of them tethered to the craftland via massive chains. This is called astro-tethering. This is how they mine asteroids. They'll go and shoot these, like they'll fly a spaceship out there, shoot a giant chain into it, drag it back to the land, and tether it to the terrain. So you see these floating above the camp, these large, massive chunks of asteroid. And intermixed with these is this artificial metallic structure that kind of resembles a bit of a spaceship. You recognize large steeples on the top of these asteroid trunks, this derelict, this space hulk. And at the top, it looks as if an obsidian cathedral sits humbly on this massive asteroid. The astro-tethered space hulk looms over the humble mining camp below. And the camp appears to be a mess as you approach from the distance. And as you begin to get closer, you begin observing that there's these strange reptilian creatures that don't really resemble any of the wildlife that you've really ever encountered or read in any of the books that you've come across in your time. Your database does not feature them in your ecology scans. They're these creatures, you've never encountered them before. And then the humans that remain in this camp, they shamble about. They appear emaciated and hollow. This place looks as if it's not abandoned, but haunted.
All right,
I'm gonna jump us over onto a map here real quick. Sorry,
sure.
Chris.
Oh, you're good. All right, look, before we head in here, y'all aren't necessarily the crew that I wanted to be doing this with, but I just want to let you know that what we're up against is pretty tough. And don't ask how I know, but I've been hunting this a while. So stay out of my way, basically.
Oh, well, okay, but hey, if you need my help, just call me out, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
I'll need to be in your way at least once. I apologize.
All right, you got one.
All I say is don't come crying for help if you're so self-sufficient then.
I will not.
I'll just do that then.
Alrighty then. So, what we see on the map here is the mining camp. And in this mining camp, I'm kind of pulling up my stat blocks while doing this, so don't mind me. You see a few things. You see the large chains astro-tethering the space hulk here. You see some red barrels. They've got warning markings on them. They are probably explosive. That would be your first guess, that they are explosive. There's a large vehicle. Dot would be able to tell you from her many databases. This is I have a name for it actually, a Badger Mole Model 3 laser drill, often used for mining purposes. And you don't really, all these other creatures you see, so our shambling humans are labeled as zombies. We have a few people in like powered mining suits, kind of like powered armor for miners. Those are the lost miners. The little lizards are void lizards. That's what we're going to call them. The Steam Spellcast is affectionately referred to them as void puppies. Feel free to use that terminology as well. And then there's like there's like this pit as you kind of get closer and kind of sneak up before you get close. And one of like the mining pits, there's this like weird gory nest and like one of these void lizards, but larger and with 3 heads, kind of like sitting in there like, wow.
Where are we at?
You're gonna be approaching from the south here.
Okay.
This wall here would probably, like these tanks or whatever, would obscure your vision. So that's probably like your safest point of approach. Once I get all my stat blocks up here, we'll enter structured time, but we won't quote unquote be in combat, if that makes sense. All right, I need to open that one up. You can feel free and begin rolling for your initiative. Just so we can get into structured time here. I know that's like the most nonchalant. Go ahead, roll for initiative.
I've never had a good initiative on a character before. I always
What's
roll
it
like
like?
1. I got a +3. This is awesome.
Tell us, Chris, how does it feel to actually be good at initiative?
I don't know.
22.
Ooh, dang.
Got 21.
I have a 19.
I'm
Alright.
still trying to figure mine out, but I got a 2 on the die.
Woof.
Yikes.
So I got a 22 for Tay. Charm had a 20, I heard.
21. 21.
21.
And then Baz had the 20. Or 19.
I had a 19.
I have 4.
Could you add me? I have a
I'll
12.
just add you once you tell me. You 12, you said?
Yeah.
All right.
So are these? You said the zombies. They're human though.
Yeah,
Or they
they're
were?
humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah, they're humanoid in appearance. Like they look like they were probably humanoids at one point.
Alrighty.
Razgo, what'd you get?
12.
12? That's what I thought. Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll for these baddies here, and then we can get the ball rolling. If we want, we can jump to a quick break, Chris.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Give everyone a quick break before we kind of jump into this battle here.
Sure.
Excellent. It looks like it's going to be an epic one.
We'll see. We'll see. There are plenty of ways.
Perilous song. Perilous song.
And we are back.
We are back, and our brave mercenaries have approached the very they pretend mercenaries. They've approached the very haunted mining camp where there are zombies, void puppies, and Sidras hanging out. We've entered what I call structured time, where basically we're taking turns, but we're not exactly in combat yet. And I will let everyone know once we do hit that combat-y part. So, Tay, you're kind of up first. The void lizards and zombies are just kind of meandering about. You have not been spotted yet.
Okay. You're here.
In this southwestern corner, yes.
Let's see. Distance from me to there. Oh, I could do that. The question is, how is that gonna go? They're zombies. They aren't smart. I would like to shoot an Eldritch Blast since I have Eldritch Spear for that 120-foot range.
Hell yeah.
For that red barrel over there.
Yeah, just what I'm going to tell you is roll an attack like you regularly would, and roll for damage as well.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
10 points of damage.
Just enough. So Tay kind of peeks up from behind the thing, launches an Eldritch Blast across this massive crater, able to adjust his aim for the giant astro tethering chain. And that red barrel just goes up in flames, exploding everywhere around it, catching this lot, like even like sending an inferno down into this little small mined out crater. And the lost miner has to make a saving throw that I believe he's going to fail miserably with a 6. Yes. So Vay, could you please roll me 66 since you're the one dealing damage to this creature?
66. All right. 5, 6.
It's a pretty good Eldritch Blast, 66.
Yeah, man. If only. 22 points of damage.
Ooh, let me yeah, so like you just engulf like whatever fuel is in this tank just kind of just expands and out in this confection and catches this it's like this weird power armor. It's a person in mining power armor for sure. It's like civilian mining suit, but inside's like a glowy skull where the head would be, right? And just like, yeah, and it gets engulfed in this flames. It's still standing there as this fire is just kind of left burning on the ground where it stands. And this draws the attention of your enemies. And we'll say, now we're in combat.
Well, that didn't take long.
Not at all. Tay, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Did they see where it came from, or are they just aware?
They are on high alert. They're some of the zombies and the void lizard might have a general idea of where it came from. And probably the Sidra being a very intelligent creature, but like the zombies back here don't have, like the zombies in the northeast side of camp wouldn't really know where it came from. They would just see big explosion, go.
Since Eldritch Blast is not a bonus action, no, that'll be it for me.
Okay. Charm, your turn. Your enemies are aware that you're trying to blow them up.
Oh, this is where the fighting starts. Oh, I'm gonna get hurt here. Okay, I understand. Bye-bye. And then he goes invisible.
Jeez.
And then he's going to move. Sorry. Yeah, he's gonna move here.
You'd have to climb over this wall here, these tanks in front of you.
Okay, then I am going to do that. And then want to beat the nope. See, that's
Yeah, and then it'll be like a 15-foot drop into the pit.
Is there a way to slide down?
Yeah, you could slide down. I'll say you could like, it's like kind of curved enough where you could like ride the slide.
So like he's gonna booty scooch just about down here and go invisible. And that will be his turn.
Okay, the Lost Miners are up next. This one is going to take 3d6 points of fire damage because it is still standing in an area that is very much on fire. and we'll take 13 points of damage. And just... And this one just kind of climbs up that ladder there. It's going to use the rest of its movement to climb up to the top of the pit here, and it's going to look. And with its enchanted eyes, it sees the party taking cover. And this one does have a ranged attack. Let's double check that distance. Ooh, just enough to hit Razgo, or at least attempt to hit Razgo. Razgo, does a 13 hit?
Nope.
So this thing kind of picks up, like, it has this giant cannon that's dripping magma out of it, and it just kind of angles it up, and it shoots this, like, ball of slag, like this melted metal slag towards you. It kind of just embeds itself into the wall next to you. Just you're able to make a quick assessment of this weapon that it's probably explosive and hurts those around it as well. That who hurts those around the targeted spot as well.
All right, I'm going to yell out, watch out for these guns they've got. They really hurt. I got an area of effect, too.
All right, and with that, we're going to go to Baz, and the Sidra is going to be up next.
Okay, I am going to kind of take notice of the entire battlefield here. Is there anything on the field that looks a lot like my dream that I had the night before?
The Sidra definitely kind of reminds you of the dream you
Looks
had.
the same.
Kind of like the heads on these void lizards is very reminiscent of the void dragon.
Okay. All right. I'm going to kind of throw my sniper around my back and get out my knives, and I'm going to start running towards this zombie.
Okay.
And I'm going to use dash as a bonus action and kind of blip in and out of time again and appear behind it.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a stab.
Nothing personal, kid.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. 18 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
It's just they're just regular ass zombies.
7 damage. And you can kind of see that all of the runes on Baz's like head and chest kind of flare when he does this, and every strike is very personal to him in this specific encounter. So that's it for me, though.
Okay. The Sidra's up. Razgo, you're on deck. And the Sidra is just going to kind of crawl out of the gory pit. And then it's going to jump up on top of the badger mole. I'm going to have to move this to the front layer. To the front of the layer. And it's going to... Oh, I had the wrong creature selected. That would explain why I'm like, where is that? It's going to cast a spell at Baz. Oh wait, Baz has gotten up. All right. Well, it has 3 heads, so it can do more than one thing. I will wait till Chris gets back, and then I will hit him with spells.
He back.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Sorry, Chris. You were the only target I have right now.
That's all right. Sorry.
Can I have Baz roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
How's a 10?
Sorry, friend. That is not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, like, the eyes of one of the heads of the Sidra, it looks just and just flashes at you as it casts Dissonant Whispers.
Oh, boy.
So, you're going to take 8 points of psychic damage, and you're going to use your reaction to move as far away as your speed will allow you.
Alrighty.
So,
I'm going to book it out of there then.
all right. Book away, and the zombie's going to take its attack of opportunity. I take it a 6 won't hit.
Does not.
So as you're running back, then the Sidra is going to launch 2 sapping stings at you. I need 2 Constitution saving throws from you.
Jesus. Both fail. 4 and an 8.
Yeah, so you're going to be prone.
Sick.
And you're gonna take total from both the attacks 8 points of necrotic damage.
I'm resistant, so half.
Okay, so halved. So as you're running, the two side heads, the eyes flash on there, just and you feel like the strength being sapped from your very muscles as you kind of just slowly trembling fall to the ground, as if gravity around you is just trying to force you to the earth.
I'm just gonna kind of like eat shit, my face in the dirt, and just be like, yeah, it's good to see you again too.
Razgo, it is your turn.
All right. My suit's all closed up. I'm gonna kind of look back into the back compartment where my mouse is, and I'm gonna say,
Oh, come on, Kiki. You gotta run faster than you've ever ran before.
and then I'm just going to jump off onto this,
All right.
and just sort of almost like fall up for just like power armor land, except it's like not super loud because I'm in a tiny suit. And then I'm just going to finish my movement and run over here, and as I'm running, I'm just like charging, just like rearing my fist back and charging it up, and these little almost like neat spikes pop up out of my gauntlet and start to electrify, almost like a taser, those taser guns that you shoot. And I'm gonna come in and like punch this thing with my thunder gauntlet.
Go for it. Roll me the attack you would make with that normally.
Okay, yeah. It'll work. Okay, 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, it's gonna get disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, so the spikes like insert themselves into the creature, and anytime it tries to target anything other than me, it like starts shocking it again, giving it disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay, what is this ability? Oh, it's just the thunder gauntlets. Okay.
Yeah, it's my thunder gauntlets from my suit. It is 6 thunder damage.
Ooh, so like you kind of just
low.
So you just like you kind of you jump down, run towards the void lizard, spikes come out and just cold clock it across the face, and it like whips its head back around and snaps its teeth at you.
Yes, I am ready.
And it has like the alien jaw where it's like like there's a little mini jaw inside.
Yeah, and I turn on my loudspeaker and say,
"Oh, it's time to go down, you lizard fuck."
And with that, we'll go to Dot.
Dot's not entirely sure what's going on right now. There's so much happening. Holy crap. I don't even know where everybody is. Dot's gonna go... Oh god, who's the closest? Is that Charm closest?
This is Tay that's closest to you.
Oh, besides Tay, I meant like out there.
Yeah, Charm's right. Charm, I'm gonna put some labels on it. Here,
okay.
Let's just show those names.
It's the boom.
Yeah, but you can't see Charm because Charm is invisible to the world right now.
Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, where's Razgo?
Razgo's down here facing is down in the crater.
Yeah, that's who I thought that was. Okay, Dot's gonna come join Razgo, and turn into Turret Dot.
All right, engaging turret protocol.
Engaging turret protocol. And because of that, I don't think I get to attack this turn.
Okay, it's not a bonus action for you?
I'm not sure, but I also ran.
My character, of course, is just starstruck at this amazing technology unfolding before him.
Oh, it is a bonus action. Okay. Yeah.
Very fast.
All right, I will make one turret attack.
Go for it. Against the void lizard.
Yeah.
I'd love for that to be the actual sound of Dot going into turret mode.
That's a 19.
That'll hit.
The guns actually go pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Pew 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 pew.
This is to appear less intimidating to my users.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It apologizes every time it shoots you.
Sorry.
Pew pew. Sorry. Pew pew. Sorry. Pew. Sorry.
8 damage.
Yeah.
8 radiant damage.
So you just kind of enter turret mode, and from one of your proton turret hands, you launch a proton bolt at this void lizard, and it just kind of just impacts on the side, and it turns around, its mandibles flaring out.
That's not very polite.
Anything else with your turn?
Nope, that's all I got.
All right, the Zambambos' turn. They're just gonna shamble. They're not very fast. One. Yeah, so they're just kind of a lot of them are just shambling your way. We just don't need to get into too much detail about how these zombies move. Next up are the void lizards. They are much quicker. Oh geez, yeah. So this one runs up towards Baz and just it's gonna try and bite Baz. Baz does a 22 hit. You are going to take 19 points of piercing damage as it bites you. It just kind of runs forward, just its little claws kind of clicking against the asteroid surface. It just jumps up and just kind of clamps into your shoulder with its mouth.
Ouch.
And then these other ones are just going to begin running towards you. And then this one in the southwest crater up against Razgo is going to try and bite Razgo.
All right.
Razgo does an 18 hit.
Yes, but hold on. How does the spell work?
Shield.
Hit by an attack or target. Yeah, I'm gonna activate shield.
So your little deer mouse is like, and you're able to like make this like electro shield that blocks the bite.
Force field. Yep.
Just and the little guy's gonna keep on running until your next turn.
Yeah, I came up with gadgets for each and every one of my spells, and yeah, that one's a built-in force field. So you nailed it.
That's how I imagine shield always works. All right, so we're back at the top of the order. Before continuing forward, yes, Noir, you can drive the laser drill. The Badger Mole Model 3 laser drill is a specialized vehicle with a large laser cutter atop a tank-like or bulldozer-like chassis. Laser drills are utilized by asteroid miners to help bore into very hard asteroids so miners can begin extracting the precious metals. The BM Model 3 can be piloted by one character, and 2 others may also ride the vehicle with you. The vehicle has its own stats, an AC of 20 and an HP of 120, before it becomes inoperable. It has a bunch of resistances and stuff that I'm not going to make you worry about. And yeah, you can, one of the passengers can pilot the laser drill, and another passenger can pilot the laser cutter. The other rules, if you are driving it, we'll go over once you begin driving. Tay, take your turn.
Let's see. How much of my movement is going to take to climb over the barricade here?
I'll say just 10-15 feet to get over the barricade.
All right, I'd like to slide down and get to this gentleman then.
Yeah, I'll say it's doable.
Okay. Then I would like to call out my pack weapon.
Yep. You summon Blue Thun's Razor, and it just kind of comes out of this para-dimension, just...
And I'm going to put Hexblade's Curse on this gentleman here.
All right, I'll mark that in a second.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Two-handing it. So 15 points of damage plus
Mhm.
2 from Hexblade's Curse.
That's a lot of damage.
Green Flame Blade, or Booming Blade, excuse me.
Yep.
So Booming Blade, it's an extra 1d8 damage.
That zombie is definitely failing that save to come back to life. So
an extra 3 points.
describe your kill.
Oh man, it's gonna be like a straight, just like you remember the Resident Evil movies when they were in the laser cage, just like straight through the head and just
I love that
laser
movie.
precision. So Tay takes out this zombie with laser cutting precision. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Tay?
No, that'll be all.
All right, Charm, you're up, and the Lost Miners will take their turn next.
Okay, alrighty. I'm invisible, so I would like to start running very fast. So I'm going to dash 5. And I will stop there because that's all I can do.
Hey, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Charm?
That's all I can do. My action was to dash, and I don't have any good bonus actions that will make me uninvisible.
Sounds good. The Lost Miners are up. And this one's going to kind of move around to the edge here. And is going to take some pot shots at Razgo here.
All right.
Razgo does a 14 hit.
Nope. Currently at a 22 thanks to my invisible barrier.
So you're able to just kind of turn around as this ball of slag just kind of comes hurtling through the air towards you. Let's see. Dot does a 12 hit.
I don't think so. I have different stats right now.
Isn't Druid great?
No, it
It's
does not.
fun.
So it just a ball of slag just kind of goes sailing over your head. Baz, you're up with the Sidra up next.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, I'm muted for stream.
Whoops.
Oh no, I'm not. Thank goodness. Okay, so I am going to kind of like pull the void lizard's teeth out of me and just kind of like shove it back for flavor as I'd use disengage as a bonus action.
Love it.
And then I'm going to use my slip escape and teleport 30 feet backwards so it can't kill me.
There you go.
And in midair, as I kind of phase in and out, I'm going to steady my sniper as best I can and shoot it in the face.
Go for it.
That's, 26, 24, I mean.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 9 radiant damage as I just kind of like blink out midair and then I just like am prone in midair for a second before I land.
So you shoot off a round and you take off a nice chunk of this void lizard, knocking off one of the side mandibles it has, and like you kind of see the second jaw from underneath the main jaw. And just...
I'm just sitting there yelling at it, taunting it.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. So the Sidra, the eyes in the middle head light up a bright purplish hue that looks almost nebulous as it casts a spell centered on between Dot and Razgo in a 10-foot sphere. I'm gonna need Dot and Razgo. Ooh, that's difficult to see color on this map. I forgot I kind of color shifted things.
I really like whatever tool you're using. You need to talk to me about that later.
Oh, Matthew Foreman from Dice Priory, go check them out, showed me this wonderful trick where you set up a token that's basically a radius. And then everyone can see it and access it, so you can just plop down radii as you need them. So I need Razgo and Dot to make me Constitution saving throws.
No.
No, that's just your no.
Yeah, I pass. All right. No, I don't. That's maybe not a 10 on my end.
That will be a fail.
I got 15.
You will just pass.
Wonderful.
Razgo, you're going to take 7 points of force damage, and your speed is halved until the end of your next turn. Dot, you take only 6 points of force damage, and your speed is not reduced, as the Sidra, for its first spell, casted Magnify Gravity.
I thought since I succeeded, don't I get half?
Yeah, 6 is halved. Oh, wait. 3. I meant 3. You're right.
I was like, how is 6 half of 7? What did I miss?
Math is hard.
Oh, I missed
They changed-
something.
They
The
changed
7, 8,
math on
9.
us.
They changed math.
You're fired.
You missed the update, the math update.
All right, and then I need dexterity saving throws from Tay and Razgo.
You're just picking on my little mouse, and I don't like it.
I don't like what you're gaining.
21. Woo!
All right,
that was a
that's
19.
pass.
19.
Well, 2 19s. The other 2 heads that flank the middle head, they flash, and the kind of stones begin levitating around the Sidra as it kind of moves its heads in a jerking motion, sending these these small 5-pound stones towards you, and you're able to be like, yeah, throw up your shield or use Blethun's razor to cut the rock in half before it pelts you. And with that, the Sidra is going to then jump into the crater. Razgo, it's your turn. Dot, you're on deck.
Okay. I want to look over to Dot and say,
Do you want me to shoot that barrel, or do you got it?
It does not matter to me. I can do it if you would wish.
Okay. I'm gonna kill this lizard.
Can I say
No,
something real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
Charm.
Oh, wait, I'm not the GM.
Charm, you're gonna hear in your head a Charm's voice. Don't do that. He's going to grab it, and when he grabs it, then you'll shoot him with it.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I am going to put my fists together and just do kind of like an axe handle, slam on top of this. Well, maybe not on top of it. I'm pretty short. Over to the side, into its chest, and try and do my Thunder Gauntlet attack again.
Probably about
19.
Void Lizard in your power armor. 19 will hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so, all right. So it gets disadvantage when trying to attack anybody but me, and it takes 10 thunder damage.
Yeah, well, it's not going to have disadvantage on its next attack because you're pummeling it. Just overhand, just tomahawk punching, just.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe the electricity builds up enough into it, and then it just sort of just sits there and convulses and fries for a moment. Smells like chicken.
Void chickens. Anything else? You can still move.
Yes, I am going to move here and get. Well, hold on.
You can only move 15 feet because of the Magnify Gravity.
Yeah. She's currently in gun turret form. I kind of don't want to get in front of her. I will move back around this way.
All right. Dot, it's your turn.
I am not shooting the thing. Correct?
Oh, sorry. Can I do a quick bonus action? Cause I forgot to do it last time, and it's just I didn't use my bonus action. It just gives me 4 temporary HP.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. All right.
Is Dot shooting the thing?
No, Dot was told not to shoot the thing.
Okay, then what will Dot like to do?
Dot's going to turn the turret and shoot at that really big lizard, the 3-headed one.
Okay, you're gonna shoot at the Sidra.
Yes. 13?
No.
Okay. But I do get another as a bonus action in turret form.
Yep.
Lower. Never mind.
Okay, so you just you shoot your photon bolts
My
at it.
turret.
Your turret. You kind of like turn, and the Sidra is able to use its psionics to send your bolts in opposite directions by jerking its head. Yeah.
Correct calculations. Recalculating.
With that, unless you have anything else you'd like to do, I'm going to call that your turn. All right, so the zombies are up, with the void puppies on deck. 10, 15, 20. These zombies are. This one just kind of falls into the pit. Just. This one's going to actually take some damage because it's on fire. Well, it's standing in fire. All right, it's going to take, the one in the radius. I keep saying this one thinking it's been a week. 9 points of damage. And this one's also just going to fall into the pit. Just other zombies are just going to kind of begin making their way around, making their way downtown. Walking fast faces. The void lizards are up. And the void lizards are just going to begin making their. This one is going to just kind of jump down into the pit and then run towards Dot. So Baz, you're going to be attacked by a void lizard, and Dot will be attacked. First, we'll resolve Baz's. Baz does a 21 hit.
I would like to use Lucky to make him reroll.
Okay.
Please, low roll.
Baz is having a bad day.
Yeah.
God damn.
11.
Thank you. So I see the void lizard just tear out the illusionary duplicate next to me's throat and die, and I just kind of like push it to the side.
And it kind of looks confused. And then Dot, this one's gonna try and bite you as a turret. And at an 8, it tries to bite your turret skirt. Just king. You just hear the light rebounding sound of teeth hitting metal. We're back at the top of the order with Tay. Charm, you're on deck.
You're up, Tay.
I think we lost him.
Did we lose him? Tay, it is your turn.
There we go. Sorry, my audio went out for a second. I was like, I saw y'all talking. I was like, I can't hear anything.
Why are they all yelling?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I'll move to the next available Zamboni. Be this gentleman here.
Zamboni.
And same thing as last time, and take a swing. Give me 24 to hit.
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Two-handing it again. 14 points of damage. Booming blade, so an extra D8. That's going to be 21 points of damage total.
With a nat 1 on its Constitution Undead Fortitude save, you eviscerate it. How would that look?
Oh man, I'd like to think instead of using his sword, he's going to take his hands and like press down into its face and get his thumbs in his sockets and kind of just like push into the head, kind of just pops.
Okay. Pop. The zombie goes down. The rest of the zombie goes down, just slinking to the ground. Just. Anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Charm, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to tug on the raptor's tail a little bit.
Oh no.
Excuse me. You're getting attacked, and I'm sorry about that. It would probably help if you grabbed fire. I think they're afraid of fire, and that should help.
Oh my god.
And he points to that.
Are you casting a spell, or is
I'm
this
casting suggestion.
I
Okay,
knew exactly what. Oh my god! I fucking knew it. The second your turn started, I was like, "Oh my god, he's doing it! He's doing it!"
All right, wisdom save, correct?
Yeah. And a 2 doesn't make it.
Important.
15.
A 2 doesn't make it.
Oh, a 2 doesn't make it. That's right. That's right.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Don't
The Senator-
apologize.
The Sidra kind of like it looks at itself quizzically and kind of at itself, and then the heads start nodding in agreement.
Charm gives him a thumbs up, and then he's going to climb up here and then go into the tank.
So, okay. Charm has entered the Badger Mole Model 3 laser drill. So all of those former rules are in place. It has an AC of 20, an HP of 120, and it has resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and fire damage, and it's immune to necrotic and psychic damage. It has a speed of 20 feet, and it can be throttled to dash instead of firing. Like you can use a dash action to throttle the engine to go faster. As you know, you can with the single driver, you can still operate the main laser drill, which is the attack is +3 plus your proficiency in land vehicles if you have that to hit, and then it's going to deal 8d6 force damage on a successful hit. If you have a co-pilot, they can use the smaller laser cutter, same thing, +3 to hit plus your land proficiency vehicles, and 46 fire damage on a successful hit. So in order to fire, you have to rotate to face the enemy. Rotating 90 degrees will use 5 feet of your movement. So if you were to take the laser drill and say, turn it completely to the left to hit the Sidra, that'll be 5 feet of your movement.
Okay.
The rear has an AC of 18. So any attacks that approach it from the back will be made at AC, and it takes double damage when struck in the rear. It automatically fails dexterity saving throws. And if you fire 2 shots from the laser drill in a single turn, it will overheat and stall.
Okay. I think I moved 10 feet this round.
Yep.
I have 25. So am I then able to turn the barrel to look at the Sidra?
Yes, I'll say
it's
that.
It's going to be holding the barrel. Okay.
You just kind of get in the vehicle, and the rest of you see this laser cutter just randomly just starts up and begins just slowly turning towards the Sidra.
Raz and Dot in your head, because I can talk to people in their head. Let's go. Okay, now you can shoot it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Charm?
No. That's
the Lost Miners are up. One of them is going to shoot Tay with the slag cannon. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Actually, no, I'm going to shield reaction that.
All right, so you Bluthun's razor, you kind of hold it up, and it just this shield just forms around you, just reflecting, and it stops the slag ball in its tracks. The other Lost Miner is going to attack Razgo for a nat 20 to hit. Tay, I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
That is actually a 3.
Okay, never mind. It doesn't hit. It's just so it's like it's sailing into like Razgo's like, whatever rat god I pray to. It's been very nice, and then the ball just gets sent to the side and crashes into the side of the crater. And
Raz, in your head, you just hear Charcoal. You should probably duck.
Oh, thanks, man.
And the Lost Miner, the Skull Soul energy inside is just looking at the slag cannon like, Baz, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna take my attack at this lizard with my chain dagger.
Go for it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. I do 7 slashing damage.
And describe your kill as you finish off this void lizard.
I'm gonna grab it, one hand on each side of the mouth, and just rip it in half, and then kind of throw it both sides to the ground.
So it's just like, and then like the little secondary jaw is trying to like, get at you, and you just
I just curb stomp.
And you just toss the remains to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Baz?
Yeah, and then I'm going to use my movement to continue backpedaling, and I'm going to try to bonus action hide back here.
All right. Make a stealth check then.
7 or 10, I guess.
An 18 and a 15 will beat you. You're unable to
Yep.
hide.
All right. That's it for me.
The Sidra is up. And it's gonna climb up the side here and run over and grab this barrel in one of its mouths. And then it's also going to use the other two heads to cast spells. Dot, could you please make me a wisdom save throw?
Yes. Give me a second. Question. When I'm in my form, do I use that wisdom or do I use my own wisdom?
Use your own wisdom for druids.
Okay.
Your mental stats stay. The physical ones are the ones that change. At least that's how I understand it.
Good.
That's right.
I knew it.
All right,
Ah.
18.
All right, you pass. Dot, you could have swore in your head you thought you heard what could have maybe been a joke, but oh, that's right, you're incapable of feeling humor.
No.
I recognize that was potentially funny.
And then Dot, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. I don't think I can.
You can. We ruled that you could last session.
Right.
Yeah.
6.
You're gonna fail that as the Sidra casts catapult, targeting the explosive barrel, sending. I'm also going to need Razgo and Tay to also make me dexterity saving throws.
It's backfired.
Oops.
Natty 20 for 23 total.
You're good.
What am I? A dex, he said?
Yep. And the Void Lizard will have to make it too.
16 total.
16. 16 will save, I believe. Yeah, 16 will save. Would you? And this little lizard here failed with a 10. So we'll do the barrel damage first for all our barrel friends. So if you pass, you're only taking half of the total. That is called out here.
A little apology is in order.
We
That
forgot that they have like tons of actions. Like I
Yeah.
totally was like on board with this being really good. I had a freaking magic missile lined up. It was gonna
I
go
was
down.
waiting
but,
for
like,
somebody to just shoot me while this fired.
25 points of fire damage
Ooh.
to everyone, and the little void lizard standing next to Dot is just incinerated in this blast. And then Dot, you're gonna take additional damage as you are struck by the explosive barrel. Ooh, and you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage from the barrel hitting you. So you took a lot of damage there. You're muted still.
So wait, what was the first one again?
25.
Oh, I'm down.
So you just revert back to your natural form.
Okay.
I love druids.
And then whatever hit points would have not carried over, you take that in your druid.
I mean, I don't think I'm up at all.
You think that took you all down?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Razgo's turn, and then we'll figure it out when it gets to your turn.
Ooh, confusing.
all right, Rasgo is going to. Rasgo's a bit of a scurrier, so fortunately, so he's got a little extra movement. He's gonna run up and grab Dot and drag her out of the flaming radius, and then cast Cure Wounds. Is that something I can do? Is that possible? Let's see.
That's a touch spell, unless you have a thing that lets you cast it at range.
Well, I was gonna run. Yeah, I was gonna run up and grab her and then drag her out, and then heal her as I'm dragging her out.
Oh yeah, that works. Sorry, I was responding to chat.
No, it's okay. Yeah. All right, so I basically open up a little panel on my left glove, and a bunch of little nanobots come crawling out of it and crawling all over you and mending your wounds. Let's with a cure wounds spell. I don't have level 2 spells yet, I don't think. Or do I? I don't.
So,
6 healing.
all right, Dot, you're up to 6 hit points. You're good.
Cool.
Anything else for Asgo?
No, I'm just gonna say,
Oh, come on. You can make it. You can make it.
I am
Dot.
awake.
Dot, it is your turn.
Dot will stand up. And oh geez, I guess I'm gonna. Oh god, I'm gonna go Juggernaut configuration. So my wild shape again. So yeah, my AC increases by 2, and my photon canister is replaced by a repulsor gauntlet.
Nice. What does it look like when Dot enters Juggernaut protocol?
I feel like all of her transformations are very much like almost Transformers-esque.
Yes.
Like parts of her just like change.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like it looks very Transformers-y.
Okay.
Except I'm not a car. Yet.
All right,
Yet.
Dot, you are a Juggernaut. That orange circle is on fire.
Oh dear. Yeah, run away. Bad. Out. Okay. Oh dear. And she like looks around and sees another one of those lizard things and just shoots at it.
Wow. You have a gauntlet, I think, so you don't have to
Yeah.
run and punch it.
Oh yeah, I'll run and punch it with my meager 6 hit points.
Don't you get the hit points of whatever form you're in?
Yeah, you do get the hit points of whatever form you're in.
Wait, I just get all my hit points back?
Does the configuration druid do not different forms not have their own hit points?
They do.
Then that's the hit points you have right now.
Oh, that's so weird.
It's wild. Druid's
This is
wild.
confusing.
Druid's
Okay.
wild. There's a reason
Druids
it's
can
like
tank all day.
there's a reason the druid can 1v1 any fucking class in this.
It's
it's
like, I
wild.
killed you. We'll do it again. I killed you. I do it again.
Do it again.
Nat 1 to hit.
Woof. Luckily, there's no one around you, so you just whiff. Just. And the void lizard just kind of watches as your fist goes sailing over it. Anything else?
That did
Doc?
not go according to plan. Recalculating. No, that's it.
All right. So one of your zombies is actually going to just burn up in this. It's just going to burn up in the burning, just all the fire. This one is just splat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's going to walk into the fire. Zombies aren't very bright. All right, now the void puppies. Well, the remaining void puppy is going to attempt to bite Dot. Dot does a 10 hit.
No.
So it just kind of just bites into your armor and just like Tay, your turn. You're back at the top of the order. You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage from the fire you're standing in, which isn't really much. So, but you can take the rest of your turn after that.
All right, let's see. Well, since they're kind of doomed to burn, I'm gonna move out of the fire over to this beastie here and do the same song and dance.
All right. Give it the
22
whoop.
to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Two-handing.
Vahanden.
13 points plus the D8. It's going to be 15 points of damage.
So you kind of run through the fire. Some of the flames are still clinging to Bluthun's razor. And as you come forward, just upward slash at the void lizard, and you're able to take off one of the side mandibles on this one.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Charm. You're in a laser drill. It's essentially a tank.
Yep.
Have fun.
So I am going to hit the gas and see if I can pick up my friends.
Sure. And because of the treads, it has no problem managing, managing the terrain.
Awesome.
So you're gonna throttle it.
Yep.
All right. So just.
And I'm just gonna pop the hatch open and go. Some of you are hurt. You should come in here. And also, I think this gun is going to be useful.
Yes. Anything else, Charm?
How much movement? The movement is based on me, I'm guessing. So if I dashed, which I think I did,
Yes.
I still have 10 more feet of movement. So I would like to use that 10 feet to turn the gun as far as I can towards looking at the
Like that.
thingamajig. Yep,
the side
that'll
drop?
be it. Yep.
Alrighty. The Lost Miners are up, and they're gonna begin slinging slag at the vehicle.
Yeah. Slag.
Reminder that the your vehicle does have resistance to fire damage.
I remember that's the only reason I drove through the fight.
The first one is going to miss with a 13. So this is just pinging off the hull of the laser drill. And the second one's gonna miss with a 14. So just both these just giant balls of slag converge on the laser drill and just
Halfling in a tank.
Baz, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to use my spirit walk, and I'm going to go
Okay.
invisible.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot at the Sidra with my sniper rifle.
Go for it.
Advantage because I'm invisible? Yeah?
Yes.
Cool. Oof! That's a nat 20.
Ooh-wee! Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. That's a lot of dice. Hold on.
One shot, one kill.
Oh, you might actually get it. All right, go ahead. I'm reading like weird Hydra mechanics over here.
25 radiant damage.
That is just enough.
Hell yeah.
So you hit it, you just clean take off one of the side heads. Just kind of just gets in, like disintegrated by the razor, and there's just this like neck. It's like the classic. You took the Hydra head off, and it just.
Sweet. It's not dead. Just one of the heads is off.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move how much movement is it down to the tank for me? Because I have to jump this wall.
It'll be 30.
Okay. It's just enough. I will hop the wall and run into the tank because I have 2 hit points.
So, Charm, you're joined by Baz inside the tank.
Hi.
Hey.
So the Sidra is up, and it regrows 2 heads from the one where you took one off.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, radiant damage is not fire damage.
I know.
It's just... It's gonna start slinging Eldritch Blasts at the tank in futile hopes to try and hit it. Ooh, the first one will hit with a 21. That'll be 10 points of damage to the tank. The second one will miss with a 16. And the third one will miss with a 9. So the tank does, Charm, you do see on the little screen, you do see there was a hit made on the laser drill. There's like a hull breach, but it's very minor. And the rest of the hull is able to eat the Eldritch Blasts that come flying from the mouths of the Sidra.
Like, as soon as that happened, I just turned to Bass and I go, you should probably get in the driver's seat. I have a hard time picking the numbers.
All right. Razgo, it is your turn. Dot, you're on deck.
All right. Yeah, Razgo's no dumb rodent. He's gonna run over and hop inside this thing as well and start manning the gun on top.
All right, the tank is at max capacity, my friends. Baz is in the driver's seat. We'll say Charm is in the main turret then, and Razgo, you're in the laser cutter, which is like the smaller turret.
Yeah, like the 50 cal spot on top,
Yeah,
basically, of the
basically.
tank. Got it.
Dot, it is your turn.
Oh, as a
I am
bonus
going-
sorry, as a bonus action, I want to add 4 hit points. Sorry, I just want to
go
make sure
for
I
it.
do that. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Abby, go ahead.
I'm going to punch again. Wait, is it poisoned or dead?
It is still alive. It's,
Okay, good. I'm
current
going to
hex.
punch it.
Yeah, sure.
$15 to punch.
15 to punch will hit.
Yeah. Yes. Thank goodness. Finally. This is different than my turret weapons because everything has to change every time.
Got to do big damage for big fists.
Oh yeah. Max damage 13. 13 force damage.
What does it look like when Dot pounds this void lizard's brains in?
Out of protection for her companions, she will, pull back and do a big punch in the face, and brains go everywhere. It's really gross, and she just goes, "Oh dear."
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
All right, the Zambamboses are up. The ones in the fires are going to take 9 points of damage. These zombies are killing themselves for you. This one's just gonna plop down, get back up. The zombies. Oh, I gotta. Alright, we're just gonna put them there because I don't feel like trying to fight this radius. Alrighty. Well, the void lizards are all void lizard cakes. Tay, you're up. Charm, you're on deck with the big laser cutter.
Let's see. All of the cannons are manned on the tank, right?
The tank is at max capacity right now. I will allow you to do the cool, I sit on the side and ride it on the outside to battle.
No, I'm not super worried about that. Let's see how far that is. That's 50 feet. I'm sending an Eldritch Blast at the big one.
All right, yeah, go for it.
So close to a nat 20. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Yeah.
Oh, not bad damage. It's going to be 15 damage to it.
Nice. So you just shoot an Eldritch Blast, and you kind of like the two heads that regrew, you kind of hit one of the new ones, and just like...
That'll be all.
All right. Charm, it is your turn. Since I have the three of you in the tank, I'll kind of allow you to take your turn all at once, because it's kind of like, oh, the tank is taking its turn.
Alrighty.
So, Baz, if you want to drive this thing closer, by all means. Oh, sugar.
Yeah, is there any ramming capabilities?
I mean, if you can hit it with with your movement, like if you can reach it in the with the movement, I'll say yes, you can ram.
Okay, what's my movement speed?
20 feet.
20 feet. I say we start building up speed. I'll start ramming speed towards the hut, this Hydra.
Ramming speed.
All right, and I'm gonna take a shot with the cannon.
I was gonna
don't
say,
have proficiency with land vehicles, so I think I just get the +3.
Yeah, so Charm and Razgo, you both can make attacks with your turrets.
Excellent.
Oh, hey. I don't think that's bad.
17 will hit, the 9 will not. Go ahead and roll. Noir, roll me. What did I say the damage
It's like
was on it?
8d6.
Yep, 8d6.
23?
8d6? Holy cow.
So you deal 23 damage to this creature, and it's just it's just kind of standing there getting laser drilled. Anything else, tank team?
Let's see. Let's see. No, I don't have. No, there's nothing else I can do. Yep, that's it.
All right, tank team. The Lost Miners are up, and they're gonna just try and hit this tank with the slag cannons. A nat 1 is definitely gonna miss, and we're gonna just, oops, blasted my compatriot zombies. My slag cannon kind of went off wrong, and just the slag ball detonates too early, destroying one of the zombies. And the other one's gonna be a 16, so the tank will just be able to eat that, no problem. The Sidra is up, and it is definitely getting afraid of this vehicle. It's gonna begin moving, and then it's gonna shoot Eldritch Blasts as it runs. 21, 23, and 20 will all hit the tank. And the tank will take a total of 17 points of force damage.
And what's the tank's HP?
It is currently at 100, so...
Oh, okay. So 100 minus 17.
Do you want me to track that?
Oh, yeah.
Someone can track that. That's fine. And with that, Dot, it is your turn.
Well, the thing I was punching is now gone. Oh, jeez. What even else is there besides the tank? I'm scared of the tank. Abby is scared of the tank. Dot doesn't care. Let's see. I'm going to... Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to cast Psychedelics.
You'd have to shift back into your natural form to cast the spell.
You know what? That's fine.
Though I do want to see the psychedelics thing happen.
Yeah, I'll transform back and move a little bit closer to that big Hydra. And I'm going to cast Psychedelics. The duration is 1 hour. And for a moment, the colors around you shift in a rainbow swirl before coming to rest far from their original hues. The colors of all creatures and objects you choose within range randomly and remain brightly and unnaturally colored for the duration. Additionally, each affected creature you choose must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of its next turn. So,
which creatures are you hitting with this?
Definitely the Hydra and any other enemies that are within 60 feet of me.
Oh, there's Dot. That zombie, that zombie,
that zombie,
the Lost Miners.
This zombie back here.
Yeah, just I think everyone's getting hit with it. So they have to
everyone that's not my associates.
All right. And you said they have to make dexterity saving throws?
Yes. Against 13 spell save DC.
All right. I'll change colors as we go. 12 for the Sidra.
Ha! You lose.
Whoa, far out, man.
I would just like to mention that one of the components is a mushroom.
We love you, Mage Hand Press. We really do. One of the Lost Miners, this green one on the bottom here, is going in the southern side is going to get a 19. The northern one is going to get a 9 and will fail. Ha. Far out, dude. And these zombies are just gonna get beautifully colored, and they're going to get 13s.
The 13s, I guess, just barely make it.
All right, so the zombies are, I guess, a little too undead to like trip balls.
That's too bad.
All right, but What's
I
up?
was just gonna say, so if I'm understanding the situation correctly, what's going on is that we stole a tank and our robot is dosing a truck.
You are understanding.
Okay, cool. Just we're back to it.
So like Dot just kind of sprays this mist into the air, and all of the enemies that are still up just begin shifting all kinds of wild. It looks like an acid trip. Wild colors are everywhere. Just you swear you hear a sitar in the back somewhere. Like this is like wah-wah sitar.
She could have done this the whole time and didn't offer us any. That's what's got me a little bit miffed.
That's what's got Charm miffed right now.
Say
All right.
no to drugs, Charm.
All right, so
Say
the
maybe to drugs.
Say maybe to drugs. That's my policy. The Zambambos are gonna go. Ooh, this one is just gonna. It's just kind of just burns up in the fire. Plop, falls down. That one's gonna dash because zombies can do that. Yeah, okay. Tay, you're up. You got 2 zombies that have kind of closed in on you.
We'll just keep up what's been working so far and take a swing with the sword. It's going to be a 24 to hit with a 17.
Yup.
Two-handing it. Only going to be 6 points of damage to this one here, but I get a D8. For 7, so we're looking at 7 plus 6, 15 points of damage.
Honestly, it's that booming blade that's like put in that work.
Yeah, man.
Always does. All right, anything else?
I'm gonna... Is this area still on fire?
Yeah, it's still on fire.
Okay.
There's just a tank rolling through it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back this way.
All right, and if you have nothing else, we'll go to the tank crew.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, tank crew, you're up. You've got a Hydra on the run, so don't forget it is 5 feet of movement to turn, and then on you can go to 15 to begin charging. Ramming speed.
Yeah, I'm charging it.
All right, and then turrets, you can fire.
All right, let's go.
4.
15.
15 will hit.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, a 6.
The 6 won't hit. Sorry.
Oh no, you get +3 to hit, but it's
Oh, yeah, math.
It's hard. I understand.
wow. My damage is balls though, so it doesn't really.
20 points of damage.
Yeah.
It's better than so you just again the laser just just fires into this Sidra.
And I believe something happens if it's like I don't think I can take another shot next round.
No, oh no! If you like had multi attack and you shot twice, then you would overheat it.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Baz, Rasgo, Wint. The Lost Miners are up, and it's just gonna be Slag City for them. Nat 20 on the tank, and the other one is going to be not very good. The other one's gonna miss with a 9, but that Nat 20 is definitely gonna hit, and that's gonna. Tank is resistant to this damage, though, so you got that going for you. $22, so halved would be 11 to the tank, as they're just trying to like stop this laser drill in its tracks. The Sidra is up.
Did you come up with that name?
Yeah, I did. I'm really proud of it. So, fun fact.
I am too.
You can take things, make them psionic by just putting the prefix psi in front of it. Hydra becomes Sidra. Geiger counter becomes Sidra counter. It's genius. And the Sidra is going to just try and just dump some EBs into this thing. We've got a 25, a 23, and a 12. 25 and the 23 will hit your tank. How's your tank looking, by the way? It takes 6 points of force damage from the.
It's not looking good, I'll tell you that much.
It's
I
not.
think it has 42 hit points left if I'm keeping up.
I haven't been.
I have.
missed
I think
the
I
last-
missed one.
Did you miss the 17 that we took initially?
No, I got that one.
Oh, okay. That was the first one.
Okay, just if it goes down, you don't want to be in it.
Yep.
I will give you that advice. Dot. It is your turn.
Okay. So psychedelics, I think, is still going, because I think it's until the end of the other creature's next turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still pretty psychedelic out there.
Yeah. It's going great. But I will cast. I'm gonna cast Magic Stone.
Magic Stone,
Magic Stone.
Ooh, the classic.
a classic. That was
I'm
my
gonna-
bread and butter.
Yeah.
I'm
Clerics.
gonna pick up 3 pebbles and throw them at the zombie closest to me.
All right, Dot just begins throwing pebbles. Are you making spell attacks or am I making saves? God, I miss
I
Magic
think
Stone.
I have to the attack. If someone attack, no.
Remind me to have.
Yeah, I
Pain
think it's an
Gags, too.
attack.
Oh yeah, you just make it. Yeah, you make a ranged spell attack with each of the pebbles.
I used to
Yeah.
run 2 clerics, and they would just sit in the back and throw magic stone all day.
So a 19, a 17, and a 24.
Those will all hit.
Cool.
I love Magic Stone. It's such a fun spell. I miss that spell.
Throw some stones.
I'm gonna throw rocks.
That is like old school cleric bread and butter, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's that good shit.
Okay. 6, 5, 11, and then 15.
Okay, so
15 pebble damage.
15 pebbled. So you just you're just like throwing these pebbles, and they're just kind of into the Sidra. And I like to imagine that Dot's just picking up pebbles and just throwing them really fast because she's a robot.
Buddy the Elf style.
Yes, just
3 at a time, every 6 seconds.
Oh, you were putting them into the zombie, right? Not the Sidra.
The zombie, yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely kill that zombie then.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Look,
zombie's dead.
Look, the Hydra's got a tank coming at it. It's fine. That's all I will do. It's still psychedelic out there.
And this zombie's like, whoa, and begins charging Tay. Whoa. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it
You-
will.
All right, you are going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as the zombie's just like, whoa, dude.
Totally tubular.
Totally radical.
Uh,
Excellent. After the zombie hits Tay, it's just like, excellent.
Starting to see tracers, man.
Tay, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna look to lop the radical zombie's head just clean off his shoulders.
All right.
Would you say that they're a bunch of dead heads?
Yes, they are a bunch of deadheads. God damn it.
16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. I can tell you right now, you're gonna. It's done.
Yeah,
So. It's done.
two-handing
Anyways.
it. 7 and then plus a D8.
Yeah, you
so
already killed it.
Just gonna remove its head swiftly from its shoulders.
And for a second there, the head floats. It's just like, not cool, bro. Really killing my buzz. And then the head just kind of loses its semblance of life and just kind of drops to the ground. If you have nothing else left, Tank Team is up.
That's all.
All right, Tank Team.
Tank team.
can ram the Sidra.
Oh yeah, I want to just come off of the lip of that cliff, just like four-wheeling in the air at it.
Give me 3d8 for bludgeoning damage.
All right.
That's another 15.
The 15's gonna hit.
A 9 to hit.
Oof, Razgo. That will not
I'm
hit.
not very good with this technology.
12.
It's a bit dated.
12 bludgeoning as I just
Whoa.
screaming, just hold the controls full bore forward.
27.
Woo.
Woo. So Charm, so as you're running into it, the laser cutter turret part just kind of donks one of the main head down, and you're like, bullseye, bitch. As you just turn this Sidra into dust. And as you turn the Sidra into dust, the Lost Miners fall quite shortly after they do. Oh, that's going to be the end of combat. So you're able to smash up what was the name of that armor I came up with? Civilian mining suits. You're able to smash them up, and you have no problem taking out the rest of your enemies after taking out the Sidra.
I've really enjoyed this tank.
We should keep it.
I see no reason not.
So you have this camp here. You've got a few tents and buildings and structures. Just the tents are kind of set up, and then above you is the Astro tethered Space Hulk.
Can I investigate the tents to see if there's just anything in there?
Yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
All right. Let's see. Am I good at that? I'm pretty okay at that. 18.
While everyone's searching around, I want to do any repairs on this tank that need to be done.
Honestly, you can probably most of the damage that was done can probably be fixed either with mending or with enough time with your tools. So you're able to get it fixed up well.
Okay,
Charm
awesome.
is going through the tents. Charm, during your investigations, roll me a D100, and then if you could bring your attention to the handout that should be available to you.
On the D100, I rolled a 7 because, of course, I did.
So, Charm, you're able to also find, while you're kind of looking around, you also are able to find, where is it? I had it somewhere. Here it is. You find a set of armor as well. Looks like it's made of mainly flak. It looks like a standard militiaman guards person jacket, one of the members of the military legion that guards Khrushchev from invaders beyond and those domestic. Also has a rebreather attached to it as well. This is a nice piece of armor, and looks like it provides actually adequate protection, if that's up your alley.
I know who would enjoy this. Raz, I think I found something that you might be interested in. And everyone, there's something on the computer terminal that I think would be useful.
So what does everyone else do? Razgo's kind of repairing the laser drill.
I'm gonna go read the terminal like a man on a mission.
All right. So Noir, I'll let if you want to, you can read it. If not, I'm fine reading it.
Okay, it says IZ-8 asteroid mine foreman log encrypted 45-5285984. The derelict has proven most bountiful. After astro tethering it to IZ-8, we began our excavation. Our work has garnered the attention of a scholar from higher God. To think they'd visit our little asteroid mining camp. Their name was Heronius the Thingny. They became particularly interested when we discovered that the metallic sections of the derelict were Adeline instruction. Tannen was able to translate the name of this vessel for us. Magno, Adele, Magnificence of the Stars. Magnificent indeed. Theronius said that they would be here within the week, and they cautioned us against mining any further. But this void-enriched fernite has been fetching us a wild price on the market. Major client from Lower Goth needs us to keep mining more for this ferrite. So we'll mine until we hit our quota. Angus Finn, IZ-8, Asteroid Mine Foreman, Warren-22, other logs corrupted. Seek machine please the sequence. I don't know anything that I just said.
So for some of you, not Baz, but for some of you, the name Adelian is familiar. Adelians are the creators of Synax. The Adelians are the creators of Krushek. Often they're referred to as, just in general, the creators by the people of Krushek. The Adelians were spacefaring and a very powerful race of people indeed, but they have since long been past gone. But most of the technology on your world is probably retrofitted, reverse engineered Adelian technology, or at least some of it is. So the fact that they have this Adelian starship here that they're mining from is a big deal. That's a big deal.
Look, I don't know what all those words mean, but I do see mention of the void, and we need to tread very carefully.
Okay. Well, we need to stick together like we did last time.
Baz, did you see this? And he holds the armor.
Yeah, Baz, you see a nice set of flak armor, has a rebreather attached to it.
Oh, he showed it to Raz. Though.
Oh, Raz.
Yeah.
Raz. Yeah, okay, so Raz, it looks like it's armor that's meant to fit standard humanoids. But
I'm just showing him for the rebreather.
Yeah, and there's a rebreather on there, and the parts on this would be nice.
Charm! This is exactly what I was looking for, man. I could take this breathing apparatus here and attach it to my suit.
I know it was what you're looking for. That's kind of what I do. I'm sorry if I wasn't supposed to know that, or if you didn't tell me that.
Oh, no, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. Hey, and you can read my mind anytime, okay? I got no ill thoughts.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
You immediately realize I might be lying a little bit, because the whole I already knew that thing is kind of floating in the back of my head as being annoying.
So you just see Charm go from to.
So you are, Charm, you are also able to dig up enough rebreathers for everyone else who would need like an oxygen.
Oh yay!
For when you, because you do see like a bunch of don't forget your rebreathers when you go mining. You don't want to suffocate.
In that case, like once Raz gets the rebreather, he just takes the armor and then looks to Baz and goes.
Baz, would you be interested in taking this armor?
Can I wear it?
Yeah, you could wear it.
I'll try it on.
So you try on this flak armor. Its AC is 15 plus your Dex max 2. So if you've got a plus 2 Dex, 17. So as long as the rebreather hasn't been tinkered with, you can breathe in environments where you normally couldn't breathe. Underwater, in space, a vacuum, in a cloud kill spell. You are also resistant to poison damage while wearing this armor. You recognize this. This is a Warren militia hazard armor. It's often used on these outer rim parts of the Warrens where the atmosphere gets really thin.
Cool. I'll try it on and I'll kind of dust myself off. Like, thanks, Charm. It fits pretty well. Are you sure, Razgo? You don't want the breather thing?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if we can find it, all I need's one. I mean, if it's your armor, you might need it, so I'll just find another one and attach it. I got some seals that I need to repair anyway.
Razgo, you have no problem. You just kind of go up to what were the lost miners in their civilian mining suits. They have a really easy to tinker with. You've messed with these models of power armor before. They've got
Cool,
a really. What's up?
I was just gonna say I just come back with like some tubing and like a couple
Yeah.
of different like boxes and just like and attach it. And I'm gonna pull out like some sort like a little almost like a caulk gun, but for like rubber sealant, and then just start like setting my suit up to be airtight. And
Yeah.
stuff.
I was gonna say you have no problem finding a rebreather that's really easy to install. You need like maybe 15 minutes to get it set up.
All right, I just let everybody know. Just give me a few
Okay.
to get my suit ready, if they don't mind.
Yeah, can we short rest?
Yeah, you can short
Perhaps?
rest here.
Cool.
And then you do find out from your kind of poking around during your short rest. If you noticed in the bottom crater during the battle, there was that like circular metal thing with a glowing purple. That's a teleporter that will teleport you up to the asteroid mine.
All right, I guess, are we taking this?
When you ask him that, you just see he's walking in circles, talking to himself again.
And then you do see on the teleporter, caution, entering low atmosphere density area, breathing apparatus recommended.
Yeah, I'm. So we're taking the short rest. That means we can use our couple of our hit die and stuff. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
just not going to narrate out a short rest because that's not entertaining.
Oh no, it isn't at all. I just still unsure about some of the rules in the system.
No, you're
so
good. You're
double
good.
checking that I had it right. All right, so I'm at near full HP. I'm ready.
So it is worth
game-
mentioning. Yeah, what's up?
I was just saying, just for game mechanics' sake, him walking around is using arcane recovery.
Works for me. Y'all know your characters probably better than I do. So if you're like, just do your stuff. You don't need to tell me. I trust y'all. It is worth noting, Dot does not need a breathing apparatus to survive in a vacuum. Characters who fail to wear a breathing apparatus immediately suffer a point of exhaustion and will continue to incur points of exhaustion for every hour that passes in the low oxygen environment, while they do not have a source of oxygen. If a character without a breathing apparatus obtains one and equips it, they lose all points of exhaustion incurred due to the lack of oxygen. Breathing apparatus has enough oxygen for 8 hours. And then they'll automatically refill when you enter a suitable atmosphere makeup. So your breathing apparatus has 10 hit points. An intelligent enemy may elect to instead attack your apparatus instead of you, which has an AC of 22. And if they do attack the apparatus, it is made with disadvantage. But only intelligent enemies can do this. So like zombies won't be able to target your breathing apparatus. Breathing apparatus also suffers damage when you are dealt a critical hit or take 20 points of damage from a single attack or effect. Whenever a breathing apparatus takes damage, instead of regular damage, it will take 1d4 plus 1 damage. A damaged breathing apparatus ceases to function, causing the aforementioned effects of low oxygen environments. A damaged breathing apparatus may be repaired with a mending spell or a successful smithing/tinker tools check DC 10. So basically, if your breathing apparatus gets damaged, Razgo's your guy.
No problem.
And then if a breathing apparatus takes enough damage to reach negative 10 hit points, it is considered broken beyond repair, but that shouldn't really happen. Then I wrote down where they can be found, and y'all found them. So whenever you're ready, you can teleport up into the mines.
Well, I just want everybody to know that I've had a great time working with you all, and I hope we make it out of this safely, and that way we can take that paycheck.
I'm sure that everything is going to be fine and nothing bad will happen.
Oh,
No,
thanks for
something's
lying.
bad. Oh no, something bad is going to happen. You know how this works.
If I understood human emotions, I would have said that it was a pleasure. I think.
No, I second that feeling, Dot. I think.
Oh, I didn't know thinking was a feeling. Maybe I do have feelings. I do an awful lot of thinking.
And Dot, you hear from the tank, "Oh, hey, don't worry. I'll hold down things for you down here." And only Dot can understand the tank. The tank is speaking in the computer language of binary.
She will boop back.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you too. If I could feel this thing called pleasure. Y'all take it easy now.
It has been adequate working with you.
I would have to agree with that statement.
Oh, Tank the Texan.
Hank the Tank.
I love the fact. I love the fact that dots basically are, like, can speak to computers. It gives me so much to work with as a GM. So whenever you're ready, you can beam on up.
Yep.
You feel
just walking on up.
Beam me up, daddy.
You feel the jolt, see the bright flash of light, and your stomach turns for a moment. As all of you are teleported up onto the derelict's rocky surface. You can see the stars of the vastness of space, as well as other asteroids in the distance, astro-tethered to Khrushchev's surface, and others floating in the gravitational pull of this world. You step off the metal platform and see the mine's shaft leading deep into the bowels of this space rock. You begin climbing down a metal ladder, the temperature increasing as you go down. You're greeted with a soft orange glow as your feet hit the rocky ground, and you see magma pools glowing hot throughout the rocky mine. Strewn about are loose stones, mining tools, and other bits. Bridges connect the various surfaces of rock that are separated by magma. You smell soot and burnt metal. You see, floating kind of just in the air in front of you, is this disembodied humanoid silhouette that looks as if it is made of darkness and nebula suspended above the magma and rocky ground. Its eyes stare at you like two dead neutron stars, and its voice sounds disembodied as it speaks. No mouth to be seen moving. Leave this place at once.
Understood. Leaving now.
The nebula ghost lifts its long hands up, its body's flickering like a cloud of smoke in the wind or a glitch in reality. The cavern rumbles violently as stone and debris come crashing down from the ceiling, crushing the bridge that was going to allow you to cross further into the mine. The nebula ghost disappears, floating and turning into a wisp further in the mine. So I'm gonna put you on a new map here. This beautiful map was provided by Mr. Valor of Mr. Valor map fame. And I also ruined this one because that's what I do. So our wonderful friends are going to begin their mining adventures here on this little platform, and you can see south of you is the bit of the map where the cave-in, where that void ghost caused the cave-in. As you're looking around the environment, you see a few sections on the western corner of the cavern here. There's some mining tools and stuff, and you see some broken pillars in the magma to the east of the cave-in here. You do know that trying to dig this out would probably take forever and deplete whatever little oxygen stores your rebreathers have.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do that then.
How high up are the broken pillars? Like, how tall are they?
They are. We'll put it this way: if the question is, are they tall enough where I can jump on them? Realistically, the answer is yes. And are they tall enough where you won't be harmed by magma if you land on them? The answer is yes. The one downside is you will have a difficult time getting a running start due to the lack of terrain to give you a running start.
Yeah, I'm looking at about a 10 foot at best.
Yeah, you can probably get a 10-foot running start.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash towards it and then just
Okay.
glitch onto it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a good little old, wait, can I use that yet? Yeah, hold on. Fuck, I can't use that yet. Oh, wait, no. I do a Misty Step. I can just Misty Step onto that bitch.
Yeah, you can. My notes, full transparency, my notes say allow the players to get creative with their solution. It can be as simple or complex as they want it to be. I know. What a great GM I am.
You know, I also could just use Spider Climb.
Yeah, that would work too.
Uh,
And I would even let you carry someone with you if you wanted.
oh yeah, no, actually, I can use Spider Climb on somebody. So I'm going to use it on the one that seems least likely to be able to climb, which is Charm. Charm can now climb like a very small.
When you go to do it to Charm, he does this.
No.
I'll be okay, but thank you.
Okay, that he touches Razgo. Now Razgo can climb like a spider.
As goes down.
I kind of figured Grasco might have a harder time.
Razgo, it's like that scene from like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans where when you look at the hand, like little metal spikes start coming out of the fingertips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can Misty Step. Just boof, boof.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will climb along the wall to get
All right.
across because I'm a spider.
All right, so everyone but Dot can get across right now.
Can I Misty Step with somebody? No, that's Thunder. That's or Thunder Step. You can take.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I'll say just for flavor's sake, I'll say like for this instance, I'll let it slide where you can grab Dot and
Okay.
because that's creative and I like it. And look, I'm all for teamwork. Like if you're doing something that's about teamwork, I'm like teamwork makes the dream work. Rule, cool, let's do it. So just boop. So you're able to get across your first challenge here in the mines. You see like it's like a mess in here. Like you think the miners would be more organized, and at the edge of your vision after you get across the cave-in, you see the familiar. You see the void lizard as it turns around and begins scurrying past around the corner to a point where you can't see just yet until you approach.
I'll just stick dynamite.
Oh, that's a little blowtorch type thing.
Oh,
but yeah,
I thought
if
it
you
was-
like, you can pick it up and I'll say you can use it as a makeshift grenade.
I thought it was gonna be a stick of dynamite. I'm like, yes, very fitting for a mine.
Ah, yes.
And I just realized that's just a giant shovel.
Is it really? It looks like a pillar to me. I thought it was a
looks
pillar.
like it looks like a giant. Is that just a giant shovel?
You know what? It is a giant shovel. Holy shit, I didn't notice that. It's kind of fun. So anyway, you saw a void lizard, so chances are there might be some more friends hanging out nearby.
Oh dear.
I will say you can approach stealthily if you like.
Yes, I would like
Alright.
to do that.
Yeah, everyone just kind of give me a general stealth check. Like just kind of everyone.
No, I'm gonna cast invisibility, fam.
All right, that works. All right, so when you turn the corner, it opens up into this chasm, this just area of just magma. There's magma inside this space hulk, and these rocky surfaces. More of these rock islands and cliff walls are what the sights that greet you when you turn the corner, as long as with plenty of zombies and more of these quote unquote lost miners, these people who are inside those, like kind of like their souls are entombed in their mining armor. And some more void lizards, of course. Gotta have them void puppies.
As I'm moving through the cavern loudly with my 5 stealth.
You're fine. You've been turned invisible too, so it's like, oh, okay. So like maybe the noise, like some of the void lizards are like, ugh, but like the zombies aren't really noticing.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Are we all invisible?
I believe didn't. Tay only made him. Okay, I thought it was like I forget that invisibility is like So Tay can approach and just be like, yep, they can't be seen. Razgo, you have grabbed the attention of the Void Puppies.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, okay, the Void Puppies are like, wah, 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 wah. So they're running toward Tay. They're running towards your friends who have made a lot of noise.
Let me see how long invisibility lasts.
It should last you. I thought it was like an hour. I know it's a good long spell.
Yep, 1 hour. Concentration.
Yeah, so I'll say you can kind of just like fuck around in here in this whole area. And
I'd like to see what's going on over here.
Yeah, sure. So you're kind of walking through, and you notice at this point, you do see some writing. You can read this writing.
Okay.
It says maintenance access or like access tunnel here.
Okay.
And there's like a latch you can probably open up and use that as an access tunnel. Like, so you can use that, and you're able to kind of work your way around the mines. And you get over here, and this section kind of slopes upward and opens up to this
What in the
magnificent area. You see
fuck
some
is that?
You see this strange, like well-built metallic techie bit over here. The walls here in the rock are intermixed with like this sleek-looking white metal. You recognize this metal almost instantly. This is shit you robbed this. You conned it. This is a Delian metal. This is the good shit. Whatever they're mining here is worth a lot of money.
Okay.
You would know this from your dealings
Right.
in whatever black market you've been a part of.
You're talking about getting creative. I have a bit of an idea here. These lovely things are red barrels.
Yes.
Is anything stopping him from getting to those?
No, they're yours for the taking.
Could I roll them and put them up against a wall?
Yep. And basically you're gonna cave
Blast
the.
the-
Yep.
Yeah.
We will say that works. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because that is creative as fuck, and I love it. So Tay kind of begins the arduous work of carrying some of these barrels and setting them up. And you're able to like step back and use an Eldritch Blast to blast them, but you essentially create this cave-in. As the Void Lizards are coming to investigate the very loud clanks of Razgo's armor and Baz kicking a rock, huge explosion sends all this rock tumbling down, and just the Void Lizards look and they're like, "Wah!" And they get the cartoon eyes that are like huge, and they get crunched by rock. And you have a nice little convenient ramp now to lead you up to where Tay is at standing there.
Hello.
Impressive. If I could I also go invisible? I kind of want to see something here.
Yeah, you can go invisible.
All right.
You have the spell.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
In that case, I'm gonna make a mad dash towards this area.
Maintenance tunnel.
What this looks like? It looks like something with the red button.
Yeah, that's the maintenance access that Tay saw. So you're able to go in there. You'd be able to go in and you kind of walk through this rocky tunnel for a bit, and you pop up here at this grate in the ground. So essentially, you look back and you're like, oh, shit. I bypassed all of these guys in the southeast corner.
Awesome.
But Tay made a nice little easy-to-use landslide for everyone else to get up. They don't even have to try and slink by invisibly. So everyone
That was very convenient.
barely super easy, barely an inconvenience. We reference so many things on this channel. All right, so you see this shimmering energy purple on the ground, and there's just these closed metal doors that are like pressure doors closed. Above the door is an inscription in a language. Does anyone speak a Delian?
Oh,
Well, I probably would not.
I've got this covered.
Hold on. I bet in small print at the bottom there's a bunch of squick squick. So just go ahead and tell me what it says in squick squick.
I will say this, Charm, since you can speak telepathically to other people, you notice that some of the characters have psionic resonance attached to them.
Well, I was gonna say I can cast comprehend language.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. And before this dumbass rat interrupted you talking about squick squick.
Yeah, that's a ritual, right?
Yep.
So you take the 10 minutes. You've got plenty of time.
It's just him walking in circles talking to himself.
So eventually the words do become clear, and it is you instantly are able to recognize and read Adelian, including all of its wonderful psionic components, because Adelian is a strange language, and you are able to read above the door Magno Adel, and with the psionic resonance attached to the Adel word, you are able to realize that Adel, if you normally read it, just translates to celestial body, like planet, star, asteroid, you name it. But there's like a psionic resonance that says like fusion and fire. So you know they're talking about stars in this context. And this would translate most roughly in trade speak or any other languages to magnificence of the stars. It's definitely an Adelian starship.
I am literally feeding out mentally everything that I'm reading to the team.
Love it. So the doors, there's a little panel next to the doors. Someone wants to try and get these doors open through manual means, since the explosion option was used.
Can I tinker with it? Tinker with it to try and open it?
Sure, I'd allow that. I'd allow Dot to try and talk to the door, and I would allow Baz, your thieves' tools could gain access to the door. Like thieves' tools will say is like a little like electronic pull, like a little electro pick pulse pick.
Okay.
So like if you have thieves' tools, you can pick like electronic doors in this setting. That would be reasonable that a rogue someone proficient with thieves' tools would have the means to open these electronic doors.
Yeah, I'll let Razgo give it a go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can't just like override the door and just like rip a cord out and have the door like open.
Yeah, give me a tinker's tools check. That sounds right.
Nat 20, or not a nat 20, sorry. Modified 20.
So you kind of use your power armor to just you rip the panel off the wall, rip some wires out, and the door just opens. And the rest of that shimmering purple, Anariand! Game Dad! Thank you! God, I love Anariand. All right, so when you open it, this force bridge just kind of like forms over empty space, over the vacuum of space, as you look into this now abandoned, like almost fossilized Adelian ship.
I have a kind of off the subject question. Is there any like dead bodies around of people who are worked here?
No, there are not. That is the one strange thing that you would definitely be like, oh, that's weird.
Okay.
So as I'm to understand this, there's a beam that's leading to a spaceship?
Yes. An ancient spaceship entombed in stone.
I put my hand in the beam.
It's like a force bridge, you know, like in Halo, how they have like those energy bridges.
It's like one of those. He was just checking to make sure it's not like.
Oh yeah, it's not going anywhere.
All right,
a giant laser.
I'm gonna lose a hand.
So like fans of Steam Spell will recognize the name of the ship, Magno Adel. I'm sure Abby and Chris are having some flashbacks.
Not pleasant ones.
No. Is there a GIF Yankee here?
So anyway.
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna cross the bridge.
You go across the bridge. Would anyone else like to cross the bridge?
Yeah.
I am very naive. As soon as I see someone else do it, I'm just like, all right, let's go.
Dot does not fear danger. Dot does not understand danger. Dot will go.
Okay. I just need the go from Baz and Tay. I just want to make sure everyone's going before I throw.
Yep. I will go very tentatively.
So as you begin to move across the bridge, So space rocks do these crazy things where they don't stop moving. Because like once things start moving in space, they don't stop. Can I get athletics or acrobatics checks as you have to dodge the space rocks?
Dude, 8.
Nine.
Wait, what are we rolling?
22.
Athletics or acrobatics, your
Oh,
choice.
I'm not good at any of those.
Me neither.
Neither am I. I got a 5.
I'm a wee small lad, so take my 8.
Anyone who's got below a 16 will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you're struck by asteroids and space debris.
Ow, that's a lot of my health.
Yeah.
As I see one coming for me, I'm gonna pop that bonus action and throw the 4 temporary HP up and just absorb it
Yep.
real quick.
You just see Charm go down and goes, I knew that was coming. I just wasn't fast enough to dodge it.
Hey, space rocks actually move really fast in your defense.
I'm gonna like it like impacts Baz and he just like all fours onto the bridge and I just punch it really hard and I'm like, Charm, does this get any fucking easier? Or...
For me.
Great.
So after
Helpful.
what's up? Helpful. So you enter the metallic and stone chambers of the Adalian structure. The floor is stained with blood and an echoey substance. There's that blood you were looking for, Baz. A large statue of a humanoid face stares menacingly at you. You swear you can hear a dissonant whisper at the back of your minds. Images of a great eldritch dragon with 4 eyes and 3 tendrils for a tail flash through your mind as she is chained to a supermassive star, very similar probably in makeup like Beetlejuice the star, like a supermassive red giant. You see someone with a gold mask calling out to her. Another individual with an Oblivion nebula for a cloak, and a skull-like golden head rises and gazes at you. Could everyone please make me wisdom saving throws?
I'm gonna use lucky.
Rolling like Garbo tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Me
Holy.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Me 3. Me 4.
Damn, Tay is hot tonight.
I
No,
got a
9.
12.
I have a 4.
8.
Oof. All right.
I just rolled an 8 on the acrobatics.
All right, hold on. Things are gonna happen. Brains are gonna get scrambled. So who got a 10?
I use my
14.
luck. I use my lucky to reroll my wisdom.
All right, if you got a 14 or higher, you are safe. Who is
I have
a
an 8.
9? Okay. Oof. I need everyone who failed by a 9 or lower to roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
19.
20.
Okay.
Oh no way.
D5.
I don't even know if it's bad, but a natural 1 on the D100 roll.
All right.
That's gotta be bad.
All right, first we'll do Baz. You said you got a 19?
Yeah.
You begin to experience vivid hallucinations. We'll say this is probably your timeline fucking with you, your alternate timelines fucking with you. You're going to have disadvantage on ability checks for a bit here.
Alright.
For the next 10 hours.
Jeez.
All right, Tay, what'd you get?
20.
A 20. Same deal. You are experiencing vivid hallucinations of eldritch horrors and terrible, terrible things. We've gone Event Horizon. You will also have disadvantage on ability checks for the next 10 hours.
All right.
Razgo, what'd you get?
I rolled a 4 on my wisdom save, and then I got a nat 1 on my D100 roll to follow.
You feel compelled to repeat a specific activity over and over again, such as like washing your hands, touching things, praying, or counting coins, or maybe in your case, like repairing something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like unscrewing and screwing in all the like bolts and stuff on my armor to make sure that they're secure. I'm just gonna like obsessively do that and not even like really even. And if someone tries to talk to me, I'm just like completely distracted and tell them to hold on, I gotta do this. Hold on.
And you're gonna be like that for a few days at least. 100 hours.
100 hours. Oh my God.
All right, anyone else fail by 9 or more? I think Charm with your luck. Charm with your luck, you passed, right? All right, Charm, you're the only one maintaining sanity at the moment somehow. All right.
I'm the insane one.
What'd you get, Dot?
I rolled under the number, but I got a 65 on the 100.
Dot.
Yeah.
Roll another one.
Roll another one.
D100.
Oh. 67.
Dot, you cannot. Your auditory sensors are malfunctioning. You're deafened.
Oh no.
For the next 20 hours.
Oh dear.
Jared is just kind of looking around like, well, this is a nice ship. Not even.
Meanwhile, the rest of your party is having their brains scrambled.
The only thing Dot can hear for the next 20 hours is just like cosmic vibration or something. You know?
Dot can hear the microwave background radiation of the universe.
Yeah.
So on the floor, you do find a golden mask next to a decayed body with torn ribs. Whatever killed this individual did so with a large pointy stick.
How do we know it was a large pointy stick?
The chest cavity of the large pointy stick in the chest cavity gives it away, I suppose.
I see. That's a very fair point.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Oh, this place is just humming with it. It's all magic.
I'm particularly looking at the golden mask.
Oh, it's enchanted.
I would like to go ahead.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay.
I'm too busy doing something else anyway. I forgot.
Charm, this mask is pretty cool looking. It's like got these two, like the forehead extends into this large golden fork. Some horns like curl around towards the front. From the eyes, it also kind of curls upwards. It's got this long, like, almost pharaoh-like chin. It's got this very featureless Iron Man-like face. And when you put it on, you feel it just suction onto your face. And it's just like, oh, yes, a new host. You can breathe in a vacuum while wearing this mask. Yay! While wearing this mask, you have resistance to psychic damage and have advantage on saving throws against being frightened, charmed, and madness, and other wisdom saving throws.
Hello, mask.
But you're also going to need to roll me a D100.
This is where things go poorly for me.
67. 67 was what I got.
You believe you are the world's smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person to ever exist.
So nothing changes.
Man, Chris, does this sound familiar?
Sounds like my daily life, Abby. Sounds like my daily life.
This is the Farseer's mask. It's cursed. It's very cursed.
Well, a beautiful mask for a beautiful person.
I was gonna identify it, but I'm too busy, manically trying to repair all of my sockets and sprockets, so there was no way that was gonna happen anyway.
Well, we should continue, you fools.
This thing is just so loose. What happened to it? I'm just kidding. All right.
Can I go and try and just yank the mask off of his face?
Get away from me, you peasant.
You can try.
Oh, he's definitely going even harder after he calls him a peasant.
No matter how hard you tug, it is stuck to Charm's face.
How dare you put your hands on me?
Realizing this, he's going to tug harder just for a few seconds.
Hey, it's much more important that we get my armor tightened. Come over here. Help me instead.
You have 3 more seconds to touch my glorious face before I destroy you.
He's going to lift him up off the ground by the mast for a couple seconds and then just drop him.
This is an insult. I can't sleep.
All right.
The real enemy of this campaign, themselves. Madness is a great mechanic because it can quickly turn a party against itself, and I love it.
Do you cast sleep?
Yes, he's casting sleep.
All right, roll.
It's probably not gonna work, but still, like, I just want to show that he's like going nuts. But
You gotta roll 5d8.
Yep, in a way that doesn't hurt anybody. 5d8, 23. That's a terrible roll.
23. Close. It was close. Wait. What level did you cast it at?
First, it looks like.
Yeah, first. Why?
Okay. I was wondering if you've got an extra 2d8. Yeah, he doesn't fall asleep. It was close.
So the mask doesn't budge. It's gonna take something powerful to get it removed.
Why would you dare remove this glorious mask from my glorious face?
Because you look fucking stupid.
How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. He did it again.
So
He does.
you do have two ways you can take. You can head right, or you can head north. Oh, Wormwood! Thank you for the raid so much. Welcome to Perilous Sun, our science fantasy adventure that's basically Guardians of the Galaxy in the Warhammer universe.
You couldn't have joined at a better time.
Yes, everyone just went mad. So
we're all fighting.
They're fighting each other, their greatest enemy. Thank you so much for the raid. Anyway. Oh yeah, Dot can't hear right now.
Her hearing is inferior, just like everyone is inferior to me. We shall go north because I know where we are going. Because I know everything, and you.
Amazing. So
you don't have to be such an asshole, Charm.
I lean down to Razgo. I actually kind of like this version. Let's go.
So you head into the northern chamber of Magno Adel. You see there's oops, I accidentally grabbed the door there. Wrong layer there, Alex. Anyway, you see a void lizard, and this one's actually not really being hostile to you. It seems like maybe you destroyed their mastermind when you killed the Sidra. And this one just kind of looks at you quizzically, like, wow. Licks its lips and just kind of looks at the mask a little bit and just kind of saunters away from you.
I shall subjugate you later.
I'm telling you, this version of Charm is the best. I'm just like walking right behind him confidently now.
I can see the future.
I'm scared. I would be scared of him if I wasn't worried about my suit.
Amazing.
I can see your allegiance is lying.
I said I can see the future. I am akin to a god.
What?
You're akin to a bitch.
Charm, I'll be nice and say your comprehend languages is still up. This right here is a med station. It's probably it looks like it's got enough juice for one person.
Well, obviously, if anyone should be healed, it should be me. Because I am a masterpiece among trash. So
an hour hasn't passed yet, has it?
No.
Oh, good.
I walk to the med kit thingy.
The med
and then I
station?
use it on and then I use it on myself. Because of course I know how to use it.
Tay, you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I want to go check out what's up this way.
Yeah, so I'll get to that just after this bit with Charm. So Charm, you kind of hook yourself up to the med station. It's just like scanning language detected, administering medical treatment. So for now, you're cured of your madness. You can remove the mask and you're healed to full, and any other conditions you might have are cured.
Told them that my troubles would end. Oh, I was a little bit of a dick. I apologize.
Please don't apologize.
I think that this is bad. We should not wear it.
Oh wow! Who would have thought that the golden mask by the dead body would have been bad?
All right.
I can't see who said that, but I just want you to know that those words were hurtful.
I can't hear anything, but my sarcasm sensors are going off.
I'm gonna drag the dead body up.
Okay.
And that was with the mask. Was
Yep.
it wearing the mask or was it just next to it?
It was next to it. It like fell off probably.
Okay, I'm gonna commune with my my guide or guardian, I don't know what to call it, and cast
guardian spirit?
Speak with Dead.
Okay. So the eyes kind of flicker like dying stars as the head kind of slumps back up. How long have I been dead?
I'll ask the questions, and I kind of smack the side of his face.
Understood, master.
All right, what happened here, bud?
I was conducting my master's great purpose until I was stopped by the scale cut.
Sounds like a handsome fella.
Little do they know that's Chris's character from the other campaign.
Wow, he must be radiant. Anyways, we'll get back to him.
What's he like? Is he hot?
Number? Yeah. Are there more of you ahead? Were there more of you here?
I had many followers, but it would appear, kind of looks around, others have taken my place.
Who's in charge?
I was once in charge, but he, known as Morax, is now.
Ask him about the mask.
That's all I had.
No, you get. Oh, you only get the 3,
I
right?
only get
Not
3,
the-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna pick him up and just kind of chuck him over the side into the void.
He's just into the vast expanse of space. He kind of floats, and you swear you just splat against an asteroid.
All right. I said Morax was who's in charge around here.
I've never heard of a Morax before, but I'm sure if we encounter him, we'll be able to take him out as long as we keep doing a little digging around here.
Yeah. Speaking of
What?
digging, Tay, you kind of step forward. You've got more paths, more void lizards not paying really much attention to you. If you do try to get close, it just kind of runs away from you. So like this northern hemisphere, well, not hemisphere, this section of the spaceship's opened up to you.
Keep going forward.
All right, so you enter this large chamber. It's really not too much to it, except to the west is this wonderful section with some containment chambers, a few more void lizards. To the east, you see this large computer in this platform here.
He wants to go check out that computer.
Sure. Let me see. Where is that in my notes? All right, so you approach this computer, and you see this platform, this raised platforms next to the computer, and there's a ruined, smashed in silver metallic-looking humanoid. Maybe served probably a similar function to BUT3R or DOT when it was still functioning, but you're able to approach the computer.
Does anything? And I mean, first of all, what's going on with the symbol? I guess is what he the summoning circle. What it looks like.
Go ahead and roll a Arcana or History check on that circle there. And remember, Arcana we also kind of use as our like science and our computer science knowledge check.
16.
16. It looks like the symbols are Adelian in nature, and you're kind of observing the metallic humanoid, and you're like, oh yeah, I dealt in these before. This ruined thing's an Adelian oracle, which was kind of like Dot, but like if Dot was like a really expensive version of herself. like this is like top Dot model.
Okay, now what's going on with this computer? Is there anything in particular that calls out to him, or any messages left on it?
So you begin poking around the computer, and you notice that the miners actually began kind of using the computer themselves. And if you turn your attention to the handouts, you'll see foreman log number 2. Feel free to read that aloud whenever, if you like, or I can if you would rather me read it.
RZ-8, Asteroid Mine Foreman Log. The visitor came. We dug too deep. But the visitor has assured us this was meant to be. He told us she hath decreed our work important. She whispers to me now. The visitor's been of great help, telling us what this all means. The visitor hath instructed us to continue to do our work, him now using the fruits of our labor for the greater purpose of the Chained One. The void calls us. The void brought us the derelict, and the void shall deliver us free from sin. We are grateful to our visitor. He has helped us to see her light. He has helped us to do our work for not personal gain nor wealth, but for something far greater. He, known as Morax, shall lead Kroshek to salvation. We are no longer miners for Warren 22. We are now disciples of the Herald, Morax and the Chained One. Signed, Angus Finn.
Sounds like some sort of uprising has started.
If I could hear, I wouldn't like that.
Okay.
Find out anything else over there, or?
Oh, he's kind of invisible. Tay is invisible, but after
They're
he
always
sees-
invisible.
Tay,
an
the
invisible
invisible
bitch. But after that, while he still has this time for invisibility, he's going to start checking out over this direction.
Okay. Did anyone else? Does anyone else want to split off and explore other sections, or are we just kind of going in the same direction as Tay is?
So, Charm is hyper fixating on this mask, and he runs to Raz and he goes, "You're good with things. This is a thing. Look at this thing and tell me more about it."
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I pull out I pull out like from a little compartment on my side this little like wand with like almost like a cell phone size screen on it, and I just start scanning the object and cast Identify. Takes about a minute.
Yeah, so this is the Farseer's mask. As I said before, it has all those properties, and it's very cursed. And while wearing the Farseer's mask, this is what Charm didn't understand when he put it on, was the section about suffering an indefinite madness while wearing the mask.
Oh, this has got some pretty bad readings on it, Charm. I don't think you should wear it. Check right here. This is in this fine print.
It's kind of like medicine, you know. It's just like death, it's diarrhea, just like all these terrible side effects about it.
Indefinite, I see. Madness, I see. I understand. Madness kind of feels like confidence. I'll put it away.
You put it back on. Roll a D100.
Oh no, he puts it away. He puts it away. I am tempted. Playing dickhead Charm was fun.
Also, the mask actually has some nice properties considering your enemies right now.
What was the bonus? What was the bonus?
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws, especially and other saving throws against being frightened and charmed. If those were to target your charisma instead, you'd have advantage on those. You also have resistance to psychic damage while wearing the mask, and the mask does count as a breathing apparatus that cannot be destroyed.
Put it on.
Mask. He puts on the mask.
Yeah.
Yep, D100. Let's go.
Let's go.
Charm, I told you. The fine. No one ever reads the fine print.
Charm, you are overcome with the desire of achieving my goal is the only thing of interest to me, and I'll ignore everything else to pursue it.
Oh my god, you gave this to a man with no goals.
Amazing. Charm broke it. Charm's broken the item.
A paradox is formed.
Did a white hole just form somewhere?
So he puts it on and looks at Raz and goes, My goal is putting on the mask, and nothing will stop me from putting on this mask.
Oh, I wasn't trying to stop you, but I was just trying to warn you.
Oh, well, as long as you don't try to take this mask from me, we'll be fine.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Thank you, friend. He goes, where's the other one? The one that picked me up. It was very disrespectful and hurtful.
Oh, I don't know. Everyone else just kind of stayed behind in the other room. I just wandered in here.
Big people always treating little people like us like this.
Yeah.
Stick together.
I
Good idea.
vamp. I like glitch behind the two of them, and I'm like, hey.
Oh,
I like
warn me next time.
Nice mask.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't put it on.
Well, he put it on, but I couldn't.
Because if you try to take this from me, I'll find every way that you hate to kill you.
I like flick. I like scroll back on my screen on my scanner a little bit, and then hold it up to. Sorry, I'm Chris's
Baz.
character.
Yep.
Baz. Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
No, you're
Hold
good.
it up to Baz, and then just show and point at the fine print at the bottom.
I'm kind of like scrolling on his little armband, like, holy shit, there's a lot of bad things.
Yeah, it's a big chunk of fine print, a wall of fine print.
Yeah,
I feel
Baz.
fine.
Baz, you'd be like, you're like, that's void shit.
All right, just don't let me take it off your corpse later, Charm. Make sure it's not doing more harm than good.
I can't die. I'm akin to a god.
All right.
Akin to a bitch.
I'll kind of step over them and just kind of keep
Burn.
walking.
So, Dot, I understand that you can't hear and you think that makes you incapable of communicating with your party, which is false. Because first of all, Charm can communicate telepathically. And also, fun fact about the common language trade speak in this setting, it actually incorporates a lot of signs in the language, because signing is actually how a lot of these people who don't speak the same languages communicate with each other. So, Dot, you would still be able to very much communicate with your party, maybe not like super abstract or complex ideas, but you could communicate like, go here, go there, don't put that mask on.
Well, so upon realizing that she can't hear, he's gonna kind of just set up a link with her to
Okay.
translate everything that everybody is saying.
Oh,
That's
that's
okay.
nice. Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna have her like feed little receipt paper out of her mouth with type messages.
Okay. I just didn't want you to feel like you can't communicate with your party because you're deafened right now, but you can, because signing is actually a part of the common language in this setting.
Okay,
That's
but I
cool.
will
Good to
I
know.
will happily take the help from Charm.
There's a lot of tail wagging and squick squick. That's why people without tails can't really speak it too well.
Amazing.
Yeah, languages get weird in this setting. I just figured that was worth mentioning. So, like, if you're ever become deafened, you're not SOL in terms of speaking to your party members.
All right. So I think he's gonna look over to Raz and go, well, that thing is big and it looks like it has buttons. Should we
Yeah.
go press the buttons?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what they do first. I don't think we should just press them right away. Hey, oh, yeah.
I need to go try and find Dot. I want to find Dot and go and like kind of wave at her and kind of get her attention for a bit.
Hey, there's a machine in here. Maybe you can come and talk to it.
And she's just hearing that budding Charm's voice in her head. There's a machine here. You should talk to
It's
it.
like a badly dubbed movie.
Yeah. I'm Raz's voice actor.
Yes, she will follow Raz to the machine.
All right. Raz, Charm, and Dot, you approach the computer. Dot, you can like connect to the computer and interface with it if you want.
I would like to do that.
When you interface with the computer, you do recognize that some of the code is in the language of the creators. You would know that because your code is based off of Synax's own coding, which is just coded in the language of the creators.
I mean, deep down, we're all ones and zeros, so it's okay.
We're all just stardust.
We're all just stardust.
No, deep down, that's just ones and zeros.
Dot, what are you trying to get from this computer? A lot of it's like corrupted and stuff.
She begins by introducing herself. Hello, I'm Dot. I exist to assist.
Hello, student of Adel. I am Oracle Forter. It's malfunctioning, as you can tell. It is not in the best of condition. And you notice the little Charm and Razgo, you notice the little body next that's like on the ground. This, not little, but this like metallic, elegant body just kind of is like flashing colors as it communicates with Dot.
Oh.
Would I be able to use mending to help clean up a bit of its code?
Sure, I'll allow it.
I even have mending also. I can hasten the whole process.
So Dot's kind of like here, and you both are kind of repairing some of the code in this machine. The Oracle's body kind of lifts up a little bit as you've repaired it a little bit. I am Adarian Oracle 42. Greetings, one known as Dot.
Greetings.
How may I be of assistance? You're muted.
I don't think we fixed it all the way.
Not all the way. You're not going to get this thing to full functioning capacity with a few mending spells.
How do we want it to assist us?
That's a good question. How did it fall into disrepair like this? What happened to the people that were here?
Greetings, halfling person. The reason I am smashed up is I was ambushed by previous interlopers. They had sought my assistance and smashed me up.
Do you know who these interlopers were?
They are not present on this world. They came from a former world my creators had watched.
Well, you don't deserve to be smashed up like this.
Your kind words would be more appreciated by my administrators. I am incapable of feelings.
Oh, yeah, I know. I can't even think of any questions for this thing. What's that stuff on the other side of the room?
Where there is another section of the ship, Magno Adel. That is where our quarters would have been. If you follow the path south and eastern in Magno Adel, you would find yourself at what was once the void drive of this ship.
Is there anyone else still on board here besides us?
Conducting scan for other life forms. Warning, my sensors indicate there are others present in the former quarters and the former void drive.
Is it draconic? Can you tell?
Scanning. Previous interloper was draconic. Current interloper is not.
Thank you.
Your thanks is unnecessary. I assist because I am programmed to. How else may I be of assistance?
Does this vessel have a self-destruct ability?
This vessel does not include a self-destruct capability. This vessel is also trying to operate on insufficient and suboptimal power. We are stuck here.
Okay, you scan for the location of an adequate power source.
There are many asteroids in this star system and nearby, but they do not contain the required fuel source for this ship. In fact, the only one who does scanning is an object of Adelian make and origin. That object would be the core of Synax.
Is there anything valuable or anything of value on this vessel?
That would depend. What is your definition of value? Are you discussing economic value? For most of this ship has been stripped of that.
Technological. Something technological here that's advanced. Something left over.
Perhaps in one of the chambers south of this quarters of my own computer lies a chamber where I believe none of the items there have been pilfered.
Oh, okay. Make note of that. Thank you.
I must pardon, please, me.
Last question from me. Are there any weapons available here?
Potentially, as I had stated, there are still valuables that have not been pilfered south of here.
So let's go south then.
Are there any other things I may assist you with? I would activate security protocols, but all Adelian defense units have been deactivated.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you very much, Rashid.
Of course. Dot, while you are connected, I see you are suffering. You are operating at suboptimal efficiency.
Yes, unfortunately.
I may direct what little power I have left into medical functions and repair functions for your Reploid body. Would you like to accept this treatment?
I do not feel any particular way about it.
Would you like to be operating at optimal efficiency?
One moment. Shall I be operating at optimal efficiency?
Yes, please, Dot.
Yes,
Understood. Yes, please.
I shall divert what remaining power I have. Dot, you are healed and you can hear again.
Hey.
Your auditory sensors begin functioning properly again. You stop hearing the microwave background radiation of the universe.
Well, I'm glad you're in top shape again, Dot. I need something for you to help me. I got something for you to help me with.
I exist to assist, of course.
Here, take this wrench. I need to make sure all of these bolts are tight in my armor.
Understood.
All right. So did we want to check out that loot and then we can wrap up when
Sure.
check
Yes.
out that loot? All right.
That works.
Come peasants, I've decided that the bass is going to return to the beach, so follow me.
I'll have you know that mask, Justin, was the telltale sign of one of the big bads of Steam Spell. It makes me so happy you want to wear it.
It is now part of Charm Forever. You scrubs. Come with me, you filthy casuals, and let's find this thing.
You filthy casuals.
You filthy cat. Get good, scrubs.
Get in, noobs.
I'm just gonna turn him into a passive e-gamer.
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
That's great.
So you
Terrible.
enter one of these metallic and stone chambers of the Adelian ship. You enter another one from that room you entered in before, and there's kind of like this big power battery, and next to it is a chest of some kind. You can.
Yeah, I'll thieves tool it. Checking
Yeah,
for traps, all that.
One of you safety tied.
Can I assist with thieves tool check since I also have thieves
Sure.
tool
Yeah, sure.
abilities? Alright,
Yeah.
I rolled a 26.
Yeah, so there are no traps. When the Oracle diverted what remaining power it had, it deactivated all booby traps. Give me a D100, my friend.
all of us.
59.
59.
That's 10 away from being nice.
Can you give
I
me
know.
another one? You already got that
Yep.
item.
Use Razgos, the one who just rolled 73.
73. Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Don't know why it's on this ship, because that's how, how loot works. When shit is just like, oh yeah, it's here. Just deal with it. You find a laser rifle, a heavy laser rifle, and at the end of it is like the scythe-like blade. It's like made of this dark metal. It looks like it's been touched by the void, maybe, or the forces of death. It's a pretty dope looking weapon. Again, it is a laser rifle, so if you have the ability to use laser rifles in training, you can use this.
I do.
I
Why you
don't.
sound so sad about it?
Because I already got loot today. I don't want to take all the loot.
You can have it all.
Sick.
Hey, my thing, I can breathe in this suit now. I'm good.
I've got this mask, and there's absolutely no downside to it. So take the right thing.
Yeah.
Goddamn pleb.
And just because let's have fun, because let's spread some love around. When you lift out the Reaper rifle, that's what it's called.
Oh, hell yeah.
You see what you recognize as what would probably, it looks similar to the Atzlan rail guns you've encountered before.
Oh, yeah.
And it's bright orange. This is a ballistic rail gun. Whoever wants this, everyone can use ballistic weapons, so anyone can use this.
I throw them both to Razgo and I say, hey, figure out what these are, quick.
Okay. All right, boss. What are they?
No,
All
Charm's
right.
the boss.
Charm is the
Someone with
boss.
some sense.
So the Reaper rifle is a heavy two-handed laser heavy rifle. This weapon can also make melee attacks as if it were a halberd. So like if anyone's in your melee range, just attack them with the frickin' scythe bit. Have fun.
That's cool.
This weapon deals 1d10 radiant damage plus 2d4 necrotic damage and has the armor piercing property.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll take it, I guess.
That's the Reaper, right?
Yeah.
You say 2d4 necrotic?
Yes, and the other gun is called the Orange Terror. This is a ballistic rail gun. You can use your attack action on your turn to charge a shot. A charged shot deals an additional 4d6 piercing damage. And also, so if you have multi-attack, you can charge that bad boy once and then shoot on a turn. So whenever you can make an attack, you can charge it instead. It's also has the bolt action property and armor piercing. Certain armors do provide damage reduction. A lot of the power armors do, but weapons with armor piercing bypass all types of damage reduction like that. Bolt action means basically you have to use a bonus action to cycle a new round when you shoot the gun once.
Gotcha. What? How much? Oh, all right. So it's got bolt action, armor piercing, and what was the extra damage?
46. You can use an attack action. Whenever you make an attack, you could instead charge it instead. So if you're playing, essentially if you're playing the fighter with the 5 attacks at level 20, you could just say, I'm charging 4 of these and shooting 1 with sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much damage does it do normally if you don't charge it?
If you don't charge it, it regularly deals 1d12.
1d12 and 4d6. God damn.
Alright. And what type of damage type is it?
It's piercing.
Okay. I'm taking it. Thanks.
All right, Razgo in his power armor, the power armor, the little. oh, and then you just from the power armor.
I just want Razgo to have like 60 guns on his back by the end of the campaign.
Oh my god, look like a
It's
freaking
not-
Gundam.
Yeah.
This campaign can't end until he looks like Heavy Arms.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, exactly what I was thinking.
So, as we're wrapping up, first things first, y'all level up. Congratulations.
Hey!
Sick.
So next session, y'all should be level 5.
Awesome.
All right. We stole a tank and got monsters high on acid.
Yes, it was great.
If that doesn't earn a level up, I don't know what the fuck does.
That's a good day at the
Right.
shop.
So don't worry, more weapons will be dropped, and weapons like the esoteric weapons are going to boost your spell casting. So you're going to be able to find a bunch of gear that's going to boost that stuff too. This campaign's about going off the walls, crazy off the rails. It's a crazy train. So if it seems like that 4d6 or 1d12 is a lot of damage, it's supposed to be. It's intentional. Well, with that, we'll call that the end of session 2, and we will see you next week, 7 p.m. EST, for Perilous Sun: The Haunted War in episode 3, as we finish up with the mines and hopefully survive so we can head back to Warren 22 and return that miner hopefully safely home. We'll do some quick plugs and everything, and then we'll go raid some friends. How's that sound, folks?
Sounds good.
All right, I'm just kind of going off this layout I see here. We'll start with Chris.
Nice. I am Chris. If you enjoy the characters I play, I have Steam Spell next week. I play Crocazal Scale Cut in that. I also play in Elsewhere the first Tuesday of every month, and I also DM a little game called Agora's Bells every other Wednesday. Unfortunately, we will not be having a pre-recorded episode this week like was said in the Discord, so if you haven't seen that announcement yet, that is not happening, but we will be back in 2 weeks. I think that's it for me right now.
All right. Vay had to do a quick skedaddle, so just follow Vay on at Vay_D&D. He's great. I love him. We stand one Vay in this channel. Abby.
Only one though.
Only one.
Hello, I'm Abby. I play Dot here, and you can also see me on Wednesdays in Agora's Bells as Shield Mom / Adrian, and in Steam Spell as Nettle, the Princess of Pain. So hang out here, check out the other cool overlays I make by watching all of our shows, and if you like dice, I just got new masters, so more dice picks will be coming.
Ayo. Oh, you changed the layout on me, Chris.
It changed itself, yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Weird.
Leland, let's go. Have you go next.
All right. Hey everyone, I am Lee/Leland/Leopold the Just. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Leopold the Just. I post tons of memes, tons of RPG news, retweet a bunch of social justice stuff. So if you don't like that, then fuck off. But yeah, mostly just kind of RPGs and angry about the world. A bunch of that. As far as plugs, on Tuesdays on twitch.tv/RAVVYN, Raven with 2 V's and a Y, at 8 p.m. Central, you can find us playing a Subnautica themed role-playing game using a custom RPG system that Raven created, and it is pretty fun. It's like a cool survival-based hex crawl game where we die a lot from giant alien sea creatures. It's pretty fun. And then starting in July again, we will pick back up the Inspectors, and that's specters like the ghost specter. It's clever. It is a show I'm in on Saturdays on twitch.tv/impactrpg at 3 p.m. Central. Like I said, we'll start it back up in July, and that is a really fun game. We're a group of paranormal investigators in Waterdeep, and we're having a lot of fun doing all sorts of wacky plane shifting type stuff so far. But yeah, a lot of fun there. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to plug.
No worries.
I'm looking to pick up a show on Fridays. sometime. So hit me up.
Noir.
Hello, I'm Noir Enigma. You can find me everywhere as Noir Enigma. We just had the season finale of Dr. RPG yesterday on Encounter Roleplay, so check that out. It was fun. I had my sister on. That was a good time. You can find me here on Thursdays. And you can also find me here on Sundays for oh my god, Clockwork Fights. Literally the worst of this. It's a pretty fun and kind of funny Call of Cthulhu game. And next season on Scrat, I will be indoors of Dunra. So that is a thing that will be starting up pretty soon. So that'll be cool.
Nice. And I am Alex, but you probably know me as Mr. Puddins on the internet. That's where you can follow me on Twitter, where you can recently see me screaming about Wizards of the Coast sucking. It's kind of a favorite pastime. If you see me tweeting about WotC sucking, DM me to get back to work, because I'm hard at work. When I'm not being upset at the world or people who make tabletop role-playing games, I'm usually singing the praises of tabletop role-playing games and talking about kind of like the games I run, setting stuff. It's a good time. I'm the DM for Steam Spell. We have the season 1 epilogue next week on Wednesday at 7 p.m. That's so if you're into that, check it out. Perilous Sun tonight had a few nods to Steam Spell, so if some things seemed a little wacky, they can all be explained in Steam Spell in the Ghost Watch arc. Anyway, do come hang out. A lot of the stuff in Perilous Sun has been homebrewed by myself. A lot of the ancestry stuff, a lot of the weapons and stuff. That's why we're seeing wild things like the Orange Terror Railgun. Anyway, we're going to go raid some friends. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a great weekend.
Good night.